Hey besties, we are live, clearly. Let me give a few minutes for besties to jump on. I have, I don't even know where to start this live, okay? I went on vacation, I come back to a fucking shit show, and I decided to issue our closing statements on all this fuckery that's been going on with Reddit, with fucking Julia, with everybody, okay? So, let me wait for besties to hop on. Hey, besties. This is going to be, I don't want to say it's going to be quick because it's probably not, but it is what it is. I have the Starby stuff plugged in because I always got to plug in my raffle, which will be held tomorrow. Today we are here for closing statements and all this fuckery that's been going on. And I'm just going to start from the beginning. Right before I went on my vacay, I became admin of one of their Reddit threads. And a lot of shit happened while I was gone. But I'm kind of glad I was gone so that I had time to settle and I could, lay it out for everybody that's been kind of wondering what the fuck. So I will be replaying Julia's live, her sister's live. For those of you that were like, oh, Annie's setting up her part 7, you bet your ass I was, okay? I have my ducks in a row to kind of piece everything together to show you guys how everything happened, why it happened, and why this is, relevant to what I went through. Because for her family to come out and co-sign, as she said, the truth and vindicate everything that I went through is a big deal to me, okay? So if you guys have been on Reddit, you know that Recaps has been posting a lot of stuff. Some of it got taken down. Julia filed her copyright notices. So a lot of people didn't see the live. Well, it's here. I have it all. I'm going to play it. Feels like forever. It was a much needed break for me from everything. A much needed break for my family, for my kids. But yeah, I came home we got a lot of work to do, okay? We got a lot of shit to cover. I don't even know where to start. Anyway, let me start from the beginning, which was at the beginning of last week when I became admin of the Reddit thread, okay? I am now admin of Julia's Snark page. How did that come about? Here's why I shot my shot, because I have been accused of this by Julia for months now, right? Oh, she's the Queen Roach. Now I am, okay? Now you can truthfully say that I run her Reddit page. I did not run any of the Reddit pages prior to last week. I did not run my Reddit page. I didn't run Yesenia's. I didn't run Julia's. Okay. I was part of a decision the last week to shut down Yesenia's and to take over Julia's solely. Julia's Snark page is now being run completely by me and my team. Okay. First the HOA, then mod for Julia's Snark. Listen, a lot of these bitches are just mad because I know how to play the game better. Yeah. Okay. So when you can't beat them, join them. And I had to join the HOA board. Now I had to join the Reddit board. Okay, it is what it is. I know how to play my cards. It's all a strategy because at the end of the day, it's survival of the fittest out there. Okay, the internet is a dark place. So anyway, before I went, I'm going to try not to focus too much on the comments so that I don't interrupt myself and drag this out. Okay. Ironically, today marks a year that the hate campaign was at its peak. And why do I know that? Because Recaps has been sending me some videos with timestamps, and some of them are literally dated exactly a year ago. So I'm going to show you guys where we were a year ago, just for any of you that may have forgotten why we're here, what kind of shit we went through. Okay, we just received a $50 entry from Leticia Gomez. This live was held on April 5th of 2022. It's exactly a year ago. Thank you, Leticia. That gets you Leticia Gomez. That gets you 15 entries. As a friendly reminder, any donations of $50 or more are being tripled right now. So it's a good way to get your name on the wheel. $500 request from Marcia request for Hi Besties. You guys are so, I could never. I'm going to show you guys some of the shit that's coming through my Cash App. $100 request. Give me my money back, Faco. 500 request for Hi Bestie. Do you guys remember this? when she sent people to send requests on Cash App and Venmo for extensions, for being a scammer. Like, just, I remember all of this so vividly, okay? And let me tell you something. Out of all the receipts that we have shown, they don't cover a third of what I went through in the background, okay? They don't cover literally not even a third of everything that I went through because of this group of women. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So I need to start. I made notes for everything. I have like an itinerary that we're going to cover. I don't know why I showed that. So we need to start this from the beginning, okay? I'm going to give you guys kind of a rundown of what I'm going to play. I'm going to play Julia's live that resulted in why Nikki went live. And I'm going to play Nikki's live because Nikki's live contains information about the hate campaign. And I'm going to play Julia's live when she went crying about when Nikki went live, okay? Now, why is any of this relevant? Because, listen, if it was me falling out with my family members publicly, these bitches would be all up in it, okay? If it was me, if my sister had came on my platform to confirm that I was a scammer, everybody would be running for the hills to watch this shit, okay? But it's actually the opposite, okay? Julia's family has literally came out to co-sign, in Julia's word, everything that I've been saying for a year. And to validate everything that the receipts have shown. From the fact that she was behind the cartel post, she was behind this hate campaign, she was obsessed, she couldn't let it go, and she's a pathological liar, okay? That's why that's important to me. So, I have so much to say, honestly, that I don't know where to fucking start. But, I got home today, and I had to catch up on everything that's happened. I know there's a lot of shit going on Reddit. We're going to talk about that as well. The first thing that I will tell you guys is that if you think that I became the mod of her snark page to be on the lookout for her and, you know, to be prioritizing the Reddit page and to make sure things that are not offensive are not posted, you got me fucked up, okay? I became the head of her Reddit page to symbolize the same way that she became the head of my hate campaign for a year, okay? So taking shit down off her Reddit page is not my concern. It's not my priority. I run several platforms, paid platforms, right, that actually put food in my kids' bellies and shit like that. So I've been gone for a week, well, so to speak. And yes, I've checked in here and there. I've had limited Wi-Fi. But even if I had been home, I would not be prioritizing her snark page, okay? There's about 4 to 5 different people that are moderating that page, and they can do whatever the fuck they want with it, okay? I'm at the top of it just to symbolize, just to reverse Uno, okay? Because you guys remember that I've been accused of this for months now by Julia, that I've done this, that I've done that, and I hadn't, but now I have. Now I am the captain of that page, but it doesn't mean that I'm on there 24/7 looking out for Julia, because that's not what I took it over for, okay? So anyway, let's just go ahead and start now. I timestamped on this first live. This first live was held, I don't have dates, guys, because my head's all over the place. I just got back from a long vacation. And all I can say is this is the live that triggered Nikki to go live, okay? So I have already marked the timestamp so we can, you know, fast forward to the important shit, because it is painful to listen to her. But we got to do it, okay? So, here we go.
That raffle money that I kept it, and that's...
Hold on. 6. Please tell me I have it right.
So, Recaps would message Nikki, and I saw it, and I knew it, and I had already had a falling out with Recaps. I had already told her, hey, Recaps blocked me.
I don't think I have this right. Hold on. 6.
That raffle money that I kept it, and that's not fucking true. I will tell you what really happened. And I have to be completely honest, because we're going to get into what's really the real tea. When I say real tea, this is the real tea. Me and Nikki have not talked. We had a falling out, and I think it has a lot to do with Recaps. So Recaps would message Nikki, and I saw it, and I knew it, and I had already had a falling out with Recaps. I had already told her, hey, Recaps blocked me, she blocked 80s Baby and all this. Nikki ended up blocking 80s Baby, and I felt really bad for her, because 80s Baby and Nikki had a really good relationship. They would talk daily, more than I would talk with 80s Baby, and I felt really bad, because 80s Baby was like, your sister blocked me, I don't even know what's going on. And she said that she couldn't be friends with 80s Baby because 80s Baby was friends with me. And she was like, what does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in between sister drama or whatever. And she never was. She kept it really cute. We didn't talk about my sister. And
One thing about 80s baby, Julia, we know she did not keep it cute. Okay, the bitch ain't even cute herself, but go off.
I know my sister didn't talk to 80s baby about me either whenever we had a little falling out. And so she cut off 80s baby. She blocked her. She's like, I can't talk to you. And she would talk to recaps. And I was like, and I told Nikki one time, I was like, why are you talking to recaps? I don't fuck with that bitch. She pissed me off. She was talking about me and your fucking brother-in-law. She was talking shit about 80s baby, who was your fucking friend. So why do you continue to talk to her? And Nikki would just blow me off and give me fucking bullshit excuses. And I haven't talked to her in weeks. It might be months actually now, because I want to say recap. She won't tell me. And the last time when the whole Reddit page came on, I got really mad because my sister told me. Nikki was like, oh, I saw the Reddit page. And they really go in on you. And she didn't ask me, are you okay? How are you taking it? Like they were saying.
Julia, the reason I'm laughing is because my sister literally did the same thing, okay? And she didn't ask me if I was okay, but I didn't take it up the butt. My sister, who's not even on social media, found the Reddit pages too, and she's like entertained by all of it. She was even laughing when you guys were calling me Jeffrey. She was like, I didn't, you know what my sister said? She was like, I knew right away who they were talking about when they said Jeffrey. My sister was clowning on me too with the roaches. Not like publicly, but she was all up in that bitch. So I just thought it was funny. I relate, Julia, okay? I relate. I know what it's like. My sister did not ask me if I was okay. She literally was laughing with the roaches, which is probably what your sister was doing, because from an outsider looking in, the shit's kind of entertaining.
Shamu, that I was this, that I was that, and she fully knew about it. And it made me think, because my sister has a family, and she has a job, and she has shit to do. So whenever she told me about the Reddit page, I was like, how the fuck do you know about that?
Okay, so the fact that you have kids in a family, does that mean you can't make time for Cheesemate? Does that mean we shouldn't be on our phones? Does that mean we shouldn't be on social media? Julia, once again, you don't have kids, so you cannot speak on that area of, you know, don't you have kids? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Yeah, we have kids. That don't mean we don't make time to jump on our phones and get caught up on the Cheesemate, okay?
Like, because I know my sister. And I was like, how the fuck do you know that what's going on there? And she's like, oh yeah, I downloaded Reddit. And I was like, you did? I was like, who the fuck helped you with that? Like, how did you do that? Or like, you know, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. I don't even know how to get on there.
Julia, are we really gonna act like, how did you download Reddit? Bitch, you go on the App Store, you search Reddit, and you download. Like, it's not that difficult. You acting like your sister is like 80 or something. Anybody could figure, just like the same way that you did, Julia, because that's how you probably ended up. That's how I ended up there. I didn't know what the fuck Reddit was either. Y'all taught me Reddit. But like I said, you just go in the App Store, search Reddit, and you download it. And that's how your sister probably did it as well.
And so I was like, that's fucking weird. Then my nephew's party came about. I went over. She invited us. And like, I thought it was a peace thing. Like, we're going to be cool again. You know, we're not going to let this shit get to us. And then she tells me that Recaps had messaged her. And I was like, why are you still talking to her? Because at the end of the day, me and my family were family. I was like, I'm your sister. And if you tell me you don't fuck with that bitch, I don't fuck with her. So it was pissing me off that she kept talking to Recaps. She's like, I haven't talked to her about this. It came to my attention too, and I do not know if this is true. This is what I was told by other besties, okay? And a bestie.
Before I even let her finish, Julia, this is where you fuck up, okay? That you hear stuff and then you run with it. And the fact that it's about your own sister is crazy to me. By now, Julia, if you have not learned that you should not come on the internet and say, I heard this about someone without receipts, honestly, you've missed the entire life lesson that this hate campaign should have taught you. But go ahead.
Who was close to Recaps and my sister. I'm just going to say that. And I'm not trying to bash my sister at all, right? At the end of the day, we will continue to talk eventually. But, okay, we're back. But what can I do? Because it says something about, oh. Are we back? That was weird. I don't like that. Hey, can you let me know if she went live yesterday too? It's not popping up on her page. No, I did. I went live yesterday, but it's a regular live. It's not a bestie live.
We're just gonna skip.
So I'm not trying to bash my sister or anything like that. At the end of the day, we're still sisters, right? But that was going on. And then it came back to me, right? I don't know if this is true. This is just what came back to me, and it had to do with the Reddit page. Somebody went and said that Recaps raffled for my sister. That she said that there was a family in need and she was raffling a cup, but she never posted who the family was. She never posted where the money went. And then it got back to me that it allegedly was for my sister. I cannot confirm or deny that. I do not know. She never told me about it. I don't have proof that it was or it wasn't. It's just speculation. It's just what people are saying.
I want to understand how you could put rumors about your own sister on the internet. I just don't get it, okay? If this was my sister, the last thing I would be doing, like, you can't jump on here and say my sister should be loyal to me, but let me go ahead and talk shit about her in this private group of people that don't know her on the internet that I know are going to go spread it around to people like Annie because I'm in the middle of a fucking hate campaign. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What's true. Now, when it came to the raffle, I'm going to be honest with you guys, all right? The raffle that my sister did for my sister-in-law, I had to pay my sister for that. So I gave her money. It was a time where she needed some money. Okay, she needed some cash. And she told me, I'll do it for you, but I'm going to charge you. And I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to try and get what I can. You know what I mean? For my sister-in-law, because I told her that I would sell them or I would do something for them. I couldn't raffle because everything that was going on. And
You couldn't raffle yourself, Julia, because you were in the middle of a hate campaign attacking me for raffling. You attacked me when I raffled for my U visa. You attacked me when people would send me cash apps just to help me. So that's why you couldn't raffle on your platform. So then you circumvented and went to your sister and paid her out administrative fees, right? Y'all remember that term? When y'all would come for me about my raffles and she's making $1,000 off each cup, right? But you understood that your sister needed to be paid for her time for raffling on her platform for you, which is crazy because, you know, you were all attacking me for it. The exact same thing when I said that I had administrative costs from babysitters to my time to gas to purchasing cups, all of that shit. But that was not enough for you guys, which is crazy to hear you say how you were, you know, you paid out your sister for her time, which you should have, right? I'm not bashing her for the fact that her sister made money. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy that y'all came at me for my administrative fees. But let's hear about, you know, let's continue.
Want to, you know what I mean? And my sister was like, I'll do it for you. And I was like, okay, if you do it, that's fine. That's cool. What's going on? What's your real name? Everyone is sus. Not scared. So with that raffle,
I'm skipping to my timestamps because a lot of this is just extra. Yes, I should exactly know. Julia accuses a lot of BS with no receipts. I think we've all caught on to that trend by now that she does accuse quite a bit with nothing behind it at all. And people run with it. And I don't think she's realized like the power of her voice and how damaging it can be. Not just for people like me, but to her own family. Like, for you to be using your platform against your own sister is crazy to me. I think I'm buffering. Hang on.
Was cutting off. I just didn't want to throw my sister under the bus at the time, especially on TikTok Live and all that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say the truth because I was like,
Let's rewind a little bit.
$250. $50 was for the shipping and my closing came back, but it's...
Sorry, I gotta get right to the part where she specifically explains how she distributed what they made on this raffle and what she paid her sister.
Just put out of our own fucking pocket. So that's what really happened. Send ID. I closed it and came back. Maybe try that. Should I try? Not the first step. Let me see my Wi-Fi again. It says it's a strong signal. What the fuck?
Not you having PJ Wi-Fi, Julia.
Maybe it's YouTube.
Happens to the best of us.
La Rocha, that you stop. Not because I started glitching when 333 logged on.
You're definitely not the best of us, though.
I got out and came back. It fixed for me. Nobody saved. Christy, what? Stop it. So I was saying that the raffle that my sister did for me for my sister-in-law, so we made $500 on it. I gave Nikki $250.
Hold on. Let's talk about what was raffled, right? It was some little tree. A tree of, I don't fucking know what. I'm gonna put the value at what, $50, $60, right? So you made $500 off of a small item. And the reason why I'm pointing that out is because y'all came at me for what I would make on a Starbucks cup or a Starbucks cup set. But anyway, you made $500.
Was for the shipping and the packaging and all that, and the 200 was for Nikki. So I only got 250 for my sister, and then me and Jacobo ended up putting more money towards it out of pocket. That's what really happened. I just didn't want to throw my sister under the bus at the time, especially on TikTok
now.
Live and all that. You know what I mean? I didn't want to say the truth because I was like, what's the fucking point of that? You know what I mean?
You didn't want to tell the truth. You didn't want to tell the truth, Julia, because you knew you were being a hypocrite. You didn't want to tell the truth, not because you wanted to save your sister from any hate, because we all know the reason this is happening is because you want her to receive hate right now. You didn't tell the truth about that raffle or that you were raffling because you were so against my raffles and you knew that you couldn't publicly hold one on your platform. You didn't tell people what you made, what you kept, what you paid out your own family member to host this raffle for you, because then it would have validated what I was saying about my raffles, that there were administrative fees and costs like shipping, my time, etc. Right? So half of what you made went to your sister. Shipping, so I heard that right. And again, you didn't tell the truth because it would have contradicted everything you were doing actively against me at that time. But you're conveniently leaving that out and trying to make it seem like it was for your sister when we know it was for you.
I don't need people coming for my fucking sister. Had to update mine too. I'm scared. Yeah. It's rough out here. Nobody's safe.
So we're just gonna skip to right here.
Fuck it. At the end of the day, I'm fine. You know what I mean? I've always been like this where like when I don't talk to my family, I do feel better, straight up. Because they can be toxic sometimes. And I don't see what Nikki gains out of all this fucking shit.
Who is Alice Jewel? Isn't that Huntress, if I'm not mistaken? Nikki never wanted to do the raffle. She was forced to do it. I don't know if that's the truth, but we're just going off of what Julia's saying. And this is, again, what I believe triggered Nikki to come out and defend herself. But here we go.
And another thing that fucking I found out too was, you know, my sister was fucking getting cups and fucking, you know, selling them and doing shit and helping recaps out. Is what I heard. I do not have the proof again, right? I do not have the fucking proof. Respectfully, I think Nikki is a little naive and trusting. Here's the thing, bestie. This is what, like I said, I do not want to bash my sister, but I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, just like I can be real about myself that I'm not a perfect person, and you guys...
We should count the times that she says, I don't want to bash my sister, but proceeds to bash the sister and lie about the sister.
Seeing what Annie has put out there and my recordings and all this other stuff. I said it. Like I said what I said. And if I could do it all over again, I fucking would. I did not tag the cartel. I did not post Annie's fucking child. I didn't do any of that. So my conscience is clean. What I did...
But we know you did, because... You know, Julia's the worst type of liar. She's the type of liar where you will show her proof that she did something and she will still lie. We've all seen the receipts. We know you did it. We know you were behind it. We know you were behind orchestrating people to do it. So we're not going to go there. But again, this is a live that she's holding in private to the people that are unraveled by these lies, or in my opinion, supporting her continued attack on me and everything else. I don't think people actually believe her. I think people just feed it because it's entertaining, and I believe that people don't actually support her. People support her in attacking others, which is very different than having genuine support, which is why we've seen her fall out with recaps.
Do was participate in fucking talking shit about fucking Annie and fucking reporting her occasionally. That's what I did participate in. That was it. You know what I mean?
What we're not gonna do is minimize this, Julie, because you did not report me occasionally. Okay, you did not just participate in shit talking. Shit talking would have been when everything first started and you held your live and, you know, we had our little whatever. And if you had left it at that, then you could have said, all I did was talk some shit and reported her occasionally. We know you enlisted hundreds of people to mass report me. We know you enlisted several other big time creators to join your hate campaign. We know you did a lot more than just talk shit and occasionally report me. But go off.
That's not a fucking crime. I know my sister, and this whole I'm a nice fucking person and I know that's not her, because I have had many falling outs with her. This is the longest one I've gone though without talking to her, but because there's somebody in between us, aka fucking recaps, and that's fine. At the end of the day, we're sisters. At the end of the day, we will resolve our problems, and I'm sure we're gonna talk again. But I know her, and this whole I don't know what's going on, and oh, I'm not like that, and hey besties, and be positive and this and that. That's not her. Okay, just because, you know what I mean? That's the thing. People don't keep it real. And I feel like I get shitted on for keeping it too real on here.
Julia, you get shitted on for fucking lying, okay? One thing you haven't done is kept it real. We all know
Story
that.
about how I met my husband. And I kept it too real. And what upsets me is that I know for a fact that Nikki told this to Recap, and Recap is now running with it, and now everybody else is running with it. When I met Jacobo, he did not see me the first time. I said that. I was in the back of the van whenever he pulled up. Nikki called him over. I told my sister, he's cute. Me and my friend think he's cute. Call him over. He comes over, right? And he thinks Nikki's trying to talk to him. He didn't know what I looked like. He didn't even know what my friend looked like. Did I say, yeah, I think he was trying to get at Nikki first? Yeah, because she called him over. You know what I mean? A man who doesn't know who I am, who doesn't know who my friend is, and a woman calls over, of course, you think that maybe she wants your number because she wants to talk to you. And he told her, oh, she was like, I want your number for my friend in the back. And he said, okay, and he gave it. And that was it. That was the only interaction they ever fucking had, you know what I mean, before everything went down, as in me getting to know him and stuff like that. And what upsets me is that my sister is well informed on Reddit. She knows what's going on with Annie. She knows what's going on Reddit. She knows what's going on with everything. And she can't even give me the decency to clear shit up. You know what?
So, wait, Julia. So, you mean to tell us that you're mad at your sister because she won't jump into your drama with you and come and publicly defend you and clear out the story of you, her, and Jacobo? Honestly, I wouldn't fucking do it either. Why would your sister want to get like in the middle of all this? Look at what happens to everybody that has been a part of your shit. They've all gotten fucking dragged. They've all gotten, like, that's not her place. You know, I'm not defending the sister, but like from an outsider looking in, you're mad at your sister because she won't jump into your online drama with you. Weird. And if you know the truth about you and Jacobo, why does it bother you? Because people say that he wanted your sister first. I mean, it's the internet. That's what happens when you put your life out there, remember?
I mean, she goes, oh, if my sister wants to talk about it, we can talk about it. No, you can say what really went down, but you're letting Recaps run with this shit, and you're letting people think that my husband wanted you and that you and him have something going on, or like, you know what I mean? Like he thinks you're allowing this shit. You know what I mean? For people to think that y'all have something to do with each other, or y'all.
For someone who has such tough skin and is so unbothered, the fact that bothers you so much, it's kind of funny. You fucked up by putting this out there because now people are going to run with it even more.
You know, are doing something behind my back, or like, that's what upsets me. Because if it was the other way around, I would have cleared it, and I would have been like, no, there's no fucking way. So
because you're the content creator, you're the one with the large platform. Your sister is not. She don't give a fuck. She doesn't want anything to do with this mess. I don't even want anything to do with this mess, and you dragged me into it. Candace don't want to do nothing with your mess. Your besties don't want nothing to do with your mess. You're literally, they're dropping like flies. Nobody wants to come back for you because look at what you stand for. Everybody, including your sister, sees that you were wrong. And you won't admit that you're wrong, which is why people aren't going to come defend you, Julia.
That's me, that this is going on, and my sister has not defended me when it comes to the raffle money and when it comes to the fucking cheeses about her and Jacobo. I don't like that. And I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? I was there that day. I know what the fuck happened. At the end of the day, I've been with my husband and she's been with hers, and she, you know what I mean? She's lived her fucking life. But it upsets me that she won't clear it either. She has a platform. She has 2 fucking TikToks. She has one with almost 6,000 followers, and she would go live regularly just doing random shit. So you can't fucking clear it up. That's what upsets me. I'm being vulnerable and I'm being transparent with y'all. That really does upset me. And knowing that Recaps is doing all this, because I told her it's Recaps, and she knows it's Recaps. And she agreed with me. I think it is Recaps. But yeah, she still was talking to her. She said, yeah, she's like, well, Recaps has nothing to me. Another thing that I'm going to say, I just find it fucking funny. And I'm going to say this too. There's other people in that group that have not been named that were in there talking shit. And I think I find it really funny when it comes to what happened with my brothers, that I'm the only one being attacked, when clearly everybody knew that I have other sisters, and nobody has gone to their page with this bullshit. Nobody has gone to their page attacking them, fat shaming them, doing anything like that. I'm the one receiving it all.
Did I fucking hear this right? I'm so sorry. The fact that you want to drag your siblings with you is crazy to me. If I was you and my sister had been involved in whatever fuckery, the last thing I would want, I would be protecting my sister. Okay? Because that's my fucking sister. Especially if she was in there because of me or for me or doing anything for me. Julia, the fact that this bitch is on here talking about loyalty, and look at what she's doing to her sister. Like, you literally want... At the beginning of this live, I swear to God, she said, I don't want people attacking my sister. But then you're on here saying, my sisters were a part of it. Why is nobody on their pages talking shit to them? I'll tell you why, Julia. Because you're the ringleader. Because everybody that did this for you. Because you manipulated everybody very well. I believe even your sister, to some extent. Do I think... How do I feel about this whole, like... I believe anybody that was in that group chat has some responsibility. Every single one of those women put their little, grain of sand in this hate campaign. But the fact that you want to drag you want so bad for the heat to be off of you that you are willing to put it on your own family, but in the same live talk about how your sister should be loyal to you, bitch, you are like not there all the way. Something is so wrong with you. Is it just me? Like, I don't know, but one thing about my family and my siblings, the last thing I would do is want to drag them into my mess, even if they were involved in it, because that's my family and I'm going to protect them no matter what.
So I'm just like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that it's all coming to me, but Nikki is being protected in all this. I've never seen Nikki mentioned. And like I said, I don't want her to be. But when you really think about it, why am I the only one getting it?
But you do want her to be.
And I'm just like, why is she being...
One thing we know about you, Julia, is that you cannot stand on your own 2 feet. You want everybody to be canceled with you. You want everybody to be exposed with you, even your own family. That's fucking crazy to me. Like, that is crazy to me.
Protected. It makes no sense. There's so many people being dragged into this whole hate campaign narrative.
And it's not enough for you. You want more. You want your sister next. You want your sisters on the chopping block. You want their mugshots next. Like, honestly, Julia, if you were about your shit or about the people close to you, you would have stood up and taken all the heat for it. As long as the people behind you didn't get it. But you're not a good friend and you're not a good sister. And this just proves it. Like, you're literally a piece for this.
But...
And now you guys can understand why Julia went live. Or, I'm sorry, why Nikki went live. And we're going to play that one next.
And people who have nothing to do with it. Alexis had nothing to do with it. Candace had nothing to do with it.
We know
and they're being dragged in. But Nikki's safe.
We know that's a lie.
No, because Recaps is protecting her. And Recaps will not give out her information.
This is so crazy to me. That you are literally, like, putting your sister out there for people to attack her as part of this hate campaign. Whether she was a part of it or not. And if she was a part of it, she was a part of it because of you. For you. In support of you. And now you want her to get some heat because you're getting heat. Like, you are the most, like... You're not a good person, Julia.
Oh.
You're not a good person.
Yeah. Bessie, oh, sorry. Let me see here. Sorry. I miss it. Where is it at? Oh. Bessie, I'm not here to back. It just makes me think, like, wow. You know what I mean? Cool. But I'm not, but why would you agree to pay her half the money, bestie? Because she was going through something at the time. She needed the money. And I will admit to this. I have a really hard problem saying no to my sisters, straight up. I have a hard time saying no to my family. And I was just like, fuck it, I'll just put the rest of the money. Because at the end of the day, I was just going to sell the fucking tree. Straight up, I was just going to sell it. And I wasn't going to get that much money off of it, $40 tops, maybe 50 with shipping. So and she was willing to raffle it so I can get more. And I was like, I'll get what I can get and I'll fucking put the rest. It makes me sad that your sister is doing all this. I mean, I don't have proof. This is what I'm saying. This is my own opinion. It's not a fact. It's only my opinion. I don't have proof that this is going on. This is what
you don't have proof of anything, Julia. And look what this I don't have proof gets you into. You don't have proof of anything and anybody. You literally make up these stories to make yourself a victim. You don't have proof of me fat shaming you back then. You don't have proof of anything to date. All you're doing is, like, creating stories so people pay at this point. And then look at what it's costing you. Like, you're down a sister now, bitch. You're down a sister.
Happening. But I have no proof of it. Don't worry, she never came out to defend you like they came for your mom and your brother. And that's another thing. When the obituary was posted, she didn't say anything about it. And another thing is, too, I was mad about it because the only reason they were able to find the obituary was because Nikki fucking posted it. And
wait, because I swear to God, Julia, you told everybody that I posted it. And let me clear one thing up. Prior to Nikki going live, a few days ago, I had not looked into Nikki at all. I didn't know she was a part of the group. I didn't know her fucking Facebook. None of that shit. Okay? So for you to finally admit that the obituary link was shared by your family first and then somehow ended up on Reddit, it was not me. It had nothing to do with me. And this is what I mean by you go around accusing people of shit, and then when people fire back, you're the victim. And now you're doing it to your own sister, because everybody can see it. You have no proof for anything that you're saying about her. But people believe you and people run with it. And my guess, I'm willing to guess this live made it back to your sister, which is why she went live. To clear her name.
How they fucking found it. That's how they put it on there. And I'm just like, dude, what a fucking coincidence that this is not fucking bugging you. It's not bugging you that they're putting our mom's birth certificate on there. It's not bugging you that they were even talking about her in there. And like, she didn't say anything about it. She never mentioned that her name was in there too about the whole fucking recaps raffle. I'm like,
here's my speculation on why Nikki, and again, I'm not here defending Nikki, but I don't think Nikki wants anything to do with any of this shit. And if you haven't noticed by now, when you go into the Reddit thread to try to defend yourself, like, you just create more fire, right? And for somebody who's not a content creator, okay, you don't realize those things are going to affect you until they do, right? Like sharing your mom's obituary link, or sharing pictures of your mom in a certain state, or sharing pictures of your children, because she's not a content creator in the middle of a hateful crock of shit like you, right? So she probably didn't realize to go safeguard everything. Somehow it got leaked, and now you're mad at her and expect her to jump into the Reddit thread swinging for you.
It's funny that you're seeing that they're calling me fat and they're calling me this, they're calling me that, and like, you're laughing about it and it's funny to you, but them saying that you took money from recaps, we're just gonna pass over that. They came for Candace because she has the biggest platform. All they want is karma. That's what, honestly, Nikki's gonna realize that karma is real and she will come to collect, because it's crazy. You see, her sister has always been shitty towards Bestie. Why when they wouldn't invite her out? Girl is clear as water. She's an idiot. Anytime like she's really going through it, but she's the one fashion spreading lies about Julia and everyone. I don't know. Bessie, you know your sister better than anyone, so you know what you. That's the thing. I know her, and I'm just I don't have the. And that's the thing. I can't come at her about it because I'm like, I don't have proof. I don't like coming to people with just he said, she said. I need fucking proof. That's how
you do. That's all you ever do is you come with no proof. You accuse left and right without any basis, and people run with it because it's entertaining. And again, now you're doing it to your sister.
So it's like I'm gonna let it be. Hopefully one day we can hash it out. Right now I don't see that happening anytime soon. I'm focusing on me and I'm focusing on my husband straight up. And it does make me emotional. And like I low-key want to cry because it's just like I don't even know why the fuck my sister would do some shit like that to me. It's just I've always had problems with them and my mom. Like, all three of them used to gang up on me and bully me, but I still gave them the benefit of the doubt because...
Okay, so this is it, right? This is where the projection comes from. She was bullied by her mom and her sisters, according to her. I mean, Nikki might disagree, but I've always said it. She was bullied for so long that once she finally slipped into the bully role, she got a high off of it. And that's what happened with me. When she inserted herself as no longer being the person being bullied, but now she is the person bullying. And all those years of, if this is true, that she was bullied by her sisters and her mom, are being projected on the internet towards me, towards recaps, and towards anybody else that triggers her in any way, from the fat shaming, from the comments about her husband. Anything that triggers her gets this bully energy because she's traumatized. That's where her emotional trauma comes from, and we pay for it on the internet. So anyway, that's that, and now we're going to go ahead and play Nikki's live. So if you guys know, a few days ago, Nikki went live. I'm assuming after this live got to Nikki. And can we just collectively agree that yes, Julia, you bashed your sister in this live. You threw her under the bus. You want her to receive hate. You are definitely talking shit. And so I'm just going to assume that live got to your sister. And that is how we ended up here.
Deja las tijeras.
Ma, are you okay to get yours?
Hey besties, it's been a long time that I haven't gone live. And the only reason why I'm going live is because my sister Julia keeps on bugging me about certain shit. So if y'all want to go ahead and send this live to all the people that are on Reddit, all the people that are with recaps, all the people that are with Annie, Julia's people, everybody, because like I'm tired of this shit already. I'm not even involved in this shit and she's trying to get me involved, and I know why she's trying to get me involved in it, because she doesn't want to be taking the heat all by herself. So, hey besties. So I'm not, that's not gonna happen. If I had no involvement in this shit, you're not gonna get me involved in it. Like, no, you're literally trying to gaslight me, and that's not gonna happen. I'm talking about Julia Garcia. Everybody, all my besties on here, I mean, Julia has said it herself. I only have these besties because they're her followers. So everybody on here is, please don't play dumb and act like you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. Talking about Julia Garcia. Julia Garcia. Y'all followed her first before y'all even followed me, right? Because that's what she says.
You're doing good.
I'm doing good, right?
Yes.
So, go ahead, send this live to everybody that you know, everybody and their mama. Send it to all Julia's besties, all the Reddit roaches, all that shit. Annie's, everybody.
Oh, that one's so,
Look, baby, I got it.
that one's so cute.
And if I'm in such in a bad mood right now, it's because Julia has got me like this. Julia got me like this. So, let me wait for all the viewers to come on, because Julia gets like, what, 1,000 viewers? So let's get these 1,000 viewers on here so I can talk about it. Get a leche.
You broke mine.
Baby, we had to cut it. That was your homework. Yeah. Shared it, bestie. Thank you, Huntress Jules. Literally, Huntress Jules is the only bestie who I talk to. Like, literally, like, that has my phone number and I have her phone number. Only person. Not recaps, not nobody else.
So, oh, you're on live?
Yeah. Talk about it.
Hey guys.
Girl, why?
They missed me. They like me. They love me.
Baby, Jules, do you want leche too?
They love me.
No?
I want this one now.
You want what? And like she said, I'm gonna say nothing but lies, but they're not lies. Julia is literally my mother. My mother was a psychopath liar. Que en paz descanse. But that's Julia. She all the lies that she says, she tries to, like, I don't know what she does with her lies, but yeah. So if I say anything that's the truth, she's gonna make it seem like I'm the liar.
I know. Okay, listen. This part of her live was so validating to me, okay? Because I know. I've lived it, okay? You will literally show Julia the truth and she'll still find a way to make you the liar. Yes, you're a pathological liar. Hearing it come out, this is why this live is so damning, because when it comes out of my mouth, it gets discredited because I'm a felon, I'm scammy, I'm this, I'm not. For it to come out of your sister's mouth, who knows you, who grew up with you, is, and you called it, she's co-signing the narrative? No. She is co-signing the fucking truth about you, okay? This is somebody that grew up with you. This is someone that knows you. So for her to call it like that, exactly like I've been experiencing for the last year, we've all seen the receipts in these last few months. And you are still telling people, I didn't do anything. I didn't tag the cartel. I didn't do this. I didn't make a fake account. When there's literally proof with your voice, your screenshots, your messages, and somehow we're still the fucking liars. Just that part of the live like jumped out to me because I was like, yes, finally, someone with credibility, because it's from her fucking family. How are you gonna discredit the sister? You can't. You know what I mean? You literally cannot discredit her.
That's why I don't even take the time to even expose her, because why? She'll just deny it. Like, she's been denying all, like, I keep up with it. I go on to Reddit when I'm bored, just like anybody else. I get on Reddit, I'll hop on Annie's live, I'll hop on Julia's live whenever she goes live. Obviously, she don't go live no more, or she probably does, but I think on that shit where you have to pay for it, which I'm not gonna pay for. But I be nosy just like everybody else on the internet. Everybody gets on TikTok to be nosy, and I do that too, but I'm not a part of it. I didn't hear anybody say anything about it. Oh, well, if you're on that Reddit stuff, you'll, like, just for the people that are on that Reddit, they're trying to, like, say that I'm part of the exposing Julia thingy, but I'm not. I don't even speak to recaps. And I'm here to show receipts to prove my innocence. I'm not on bad terms with recaps. I would say that. Like, we never got into it. Like, her and my sister got into it. That's their problem. Like, that's their drama. It's not my drama. I never got into it with her. So, here, did I give him his leche?
No, thank you. Who wanted leche?
And I did, because Julia just messaged me talking shit, talking about I'm so bad here, like always playing the victim. I can't believe my sister did this to me. No, your sister didn't do nothing. Julia's dragging me into it because she can't take the heat by herself. Julia's dragging me into it. My own sister dragging me into it, but yeah, she's butthurt or her feelings are hurt because I can't believe you told Recaps all this. I didn't tell Recaps anything. If Recaps knows everything, it's because you had the confidence at one point she was your bestie and you told her everything. Like when you told her to bully me with that Weta page to talk about my husband, to make me think that there was somebody else talking to my husband. Yeah, you did that, Julia. And then you want to tell me about it while we're on live. Oh, that's Recaps. It's her. I told her to do that. Can you put that in Baby's backpack? I feel like you're more calm and down to earth. Yes. Okay. At one point when Julia started venting about Annie and giving us like facts and digging out her past and all that stuff. Yeah, one was heated and stuff like that. And it was like, yeah, fine, okay, let's move on. But no, Julia didn't like that. She did she liked the fat shaming comment, or she was fat shaming her, and from there it just like lit something in Julia where she exploded, and then she just did not want to leave Annie alone. And I would tell her, I was like, girl, just let it go, leave it alone. She was like, no, I'm not about to let this bitch like talk about me and blah, blah, blah. So then that's when it went on and on and on. At one point, I didn't even share my sister's YouTube on my.
Okay, so pause. She says it, what I've been saying. She got obsessed. She literally spiraled. She could not let it go. Something triggered her. And it was me liking that fat shaming comment. And she couldn't let it go. Like, for your own family to tell you let it go. And you're like, no, I can't. Like, that, again, it's so validating to me. Because I fucking called it. And nobody would listen to me when I said she's fucking obsessed. She's literally fucking obsessed with me. She's obsessed with all this shit going on. And she can't let it go. And she fooled a lot of people into making people think that she let it go. Because she knows it wasn't a cute look. She didn't let it go. She still hasn't let it go. She's still in these fucking private lives on YouTube now. Talking about me, my children, my family, my baby daddy, my DV. To this day, Julia will never let it go. This is something she will obsess with forever. I don't know why. I don't know, I don't care, but to understand why, but it is what it is. These are the facts, and it's coming from your own family that witnessed, that was there as it was happening, watching you spiral because you couldn't let it fucking go.
TikTok account, because like the way she put it and all that, and I don't speak big words, so I don't know, I'll just try to figure it out. But like the way my sister had put it, I was like, oh, like that's like, I like how she's defending the Latino, the Mexicans and stuff like that.
Okay, I remember when Nikki shared, I think she shared the video that Julia created about Walter, right? That Walter had made some comments about hopping the border, and then this girl jumped on and, oh yeah, she's sticking up. Let's make one thing clear. Julia was never sticking up for the Latinos, because you don't stick up for Latinos by attacking another Latina, okay? And y'all really forgot what side of the border we were all on, okay? You guys attacked me. I was 8 years old when I learned that Nikki is a mother of 5 children herself, okay? And so for you guys to come out to be like, oh yeah, if you really believed in the beginning that Julia was doing this in the name of fat shaming, in the name of standing up for the Latino community, I just feel like you guys are very easily manipulated, and you must be kind of dumb, okay? Because as I was walking supplies across the fucking bridge in Yalapa to children in a rural village with supplies that I had gathered from my platforms, you guys were literally running this narrative that I'm a scammer, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. If it was about supporting the Latino community, what did your sister ever do for the Latino community besides make some fucking tortas? Let's be fucking real about it. Nothing. All she did was attack a deported mother of 5. And as another mother of 5, for you to not see it, crazy to me. But to each their own.
And then after, I was just like, you know what? I don't need to be a part of this drama. I don't need to be like in this shit. Like it's childish. Like them going back and forth and everything that was going on, which to where they were like, canceling every TikTok page that Annie made, putting the cartel on her family. That was all Julia and her besties. All Julia and her besties.
You heard it, right? You heard it. From her own family. Getting my TikTok pages taken down, getting the fucking cartel on my family, that was all Julia and her besties, and that came out of your sister's mouth. And then, no, she's not here co-signing a narrative. She's co-signing the fucking truth, because there's been receipts that have came out that prove exactly that. That prove that you were behind those posts tagging the cartel. That prove your concern was not our safety. Your concern was that we could use it for my U visa. That prove you instructed your besties over and over and over and over to take my shit down. And your sister at some point saw that it was fucked up. You know what I mean?
All Julia and her besties. And it's not me, oh, Nikki's saying the truth. Nikki's like letting it out. No, it's already on Reddit. Recap's already posted everything. She already talked about it and everything. So, like, enough is enough already. And yes, Julia's told me, why haven't you said that, why haven't they put you out there that you were a part of that group chat, that Betsy's group chat? Yeah, Julia told Recaps to add me, then unadd me, and then when she asked me, would you like to be a part of the group chat, I was like, well, yeah, sure. She added me again. She told Recaps to add me again, so Recaps added me again. But like, I never once commented on there. I would only get in there to read all the comments. I mean, why would you even ask? So is Annie saying the truth? Annie's posting y'all with receipts, voice messages that are Julia's voice messages, and y'all are still asking if it's the truth.
Fucking thank you. Thank you. How are you guys still asking, is it the truth, when it's Julia's fucking voice? It's Julia's messages instructing people. There's like, I have broken it down in so many videos to prove who Johnny was, to prove who the fucking fake accounts on the PV group are, to show you guys that literally what she instructed people to post from her from her Instagram account are what's posted in those PV groups. Like, I have shown everything. And you guys are still literally, you think it's the truth? Of course it's the fucking truth. You guys just don't want to hear it. And now that her own family's coming out with the truth, she's gonna gaslight her too. And she's gonna make it seem like, oh, she's jealous. Oh, she's about money. No, Julia, she's just fucking speaking the truth. She has no, like, benefit or loss in covering up for you or not. Like, she don't give a fuck. She just doesn't want to be a part of it, okay? If there was a different truth, I'm sure she would be speaking that too. But as somebody that was there with you, that has grown up with you, that knows how you are, that knows how you react, that knows how you fucking play victim and drags it out, are you guys going to say Nikki's lying too? Nikki's a scammer too? Nikki's jealous too? Nikki wants her man? Or what are you guys gonna come up with now to discredit her own fucking sister? We've had her own follower come out and say this is the truth. We've had her sister come out and say this is the truth. When is it enough? Because Julia's never gonna admit it. One thing about Julia, she will never be brave enough to admit I was wrong. She will lose friends and family and husbands before she can stand up and say I did this and I was wrong for it. We're not even asking for apologies. Apologies are not for weak bitches, okay? Apologies require a lot of courage, and it requires the ability to admit you were wrong and take accountability, which you don't have that in you, okay? So you will lose a sister, you will lose a friend, you will lose followers, you will lose your husband before you can stand up and say, I was wrong and I did this. And we know that. So it doesn't matter how many people come out and say it. You guys, the people that are still asking, is it true, are the people that are just committed to believing the lies that she's telling, and they're not even believable anymore. Why do you think she doesn't go live publicly anymore? Because the majority of the internet sees it for what it is, and only these few people that are paying for Chisme are left. She cannot publicly go live and do this anymore, and I love that for us, because I made her uncomfortable. We made her uncomfortable enough to no longer be able to do this publicly and comfortably like she used to last year, because now the truth is out and nobody buys it, and she knows that if she goes live publicly and she talks about this, she's gonna get the heat and she can't take it. Because what was it that you said, Julia? Stand up, bitch, you're weak in the knees or some shit like that. I think that would apply to you now, because A, you want to drag everybody down with you, and B, you cannot stand up on your own. You cannot get up on live by yourself and admit that you did anything, even though the receipts show it. People are literally asking you about your own voice notes, and you cannot admit that that was you. And if you think that a blanket statement of, I said what I said, I'd do it again, that's not taking accountability. That's just you trying to brush it under the rug like you're some tough bitch and I don't give a fuck. We know you give a fuck because you're crying, and we got that next. We got you crying coming up next, so just hang tight, bitch.
The whole Annie thing has gone too far. And now look, now it's backfiring on Julia. I mean, why is it my fault? Why does she want me to take the heat too? It's not my fault. I don't have a big platform. I don't have people sponsoring me. I don't have people sending me stuff to do free free giveaways or anything like that. Like, I'm just Nikki. I'm just on TikTok. Like, I only have 5,000-6,000 followers. I don't have over 100,000 followers?
6,000, probably like that.
She has like over 100,000 followers or something. Like, of course they're gonna dig up on you, and you have to take the heat because you wanted to be this influencer on TikTok, and you're mad because they're not attacking me. Why is it my fault? So there, like, she was like, how come they don't know that you were on that group chat? Okay, well, I was in that group chat, but is there receipts where Nikki was the one doing this shit? No, I wasn't doing that. I wasn't attacking Annie. I wasn't fucking canceling her page, making fucking fake TikToks pages and all that, looking for her and tagging her in the cartel and all that shit. No, that was not me. So why would I get attacked for something I wasn't doing? I miss you at the pickup line. Oh yeah, does her husband know she did all of this? That's what I don't know. But Julia has been messaging me, telling me, I can't believe you went behind my back and told Recaps all the business and blah, blah, blah. I haven't told Recaps anything. And I told her, girl, leave me alone. Like, I'm not the one telling Recaps everything, right? That was last week that the other day she messaged me that. She didn't message me again. She messaged me again today talking about, so how does Recaps know about the screenshots I sent you? Because I sent them to Huntress Jules, because that's the only bestie I talk to on the daily. Like, she has my number. They said, hi, girly Melinda. Hey. She has my number. I have her. We have each other's number, and that's the only person's number I have. And I told her, I vented to her. I said, Julia is over here trying to blame me for everything that Recaps is saying when this is all in the group chat. Recaps has the receipts. How would she have receipts from the group chat? And she wants to sit here and blame me and say I'm the one saying everything? Not only that, Julia had Recaps as a friend at one time on Facebook, as I did too at one point. But then Recaps deactivated her Facebook and blocked us. And so now that was back in, I don't know, whenever the drama started with them. Back last year, I don't know when the drama started, but yeah. So how are you getting mad at me for her having all this stuff, knowing your husband's family when you had her as a friend at one point? Hi, Alejandra. Do I want to be? No, I don't. Actually, I do. Like, Julia's my sister, and that's fine. But me and her, the way we have distanced ourselves is fine with me. Why? Because I don't like the way her negativity is on the internet, bullying people, making fun of fat people when we're fat too. I'm not a part of that. At one point, me and Julia used to do that shit together. Like, we would, anybody we saw on the street, we would talk about. We were always just so negative and all that shit. But I changed myself. How long has it been, Ma, that I stopped doing shit like that?
After Grandma.
Yeah, that's pretty. It was before, Ma. Remember when me and Anna actually started seeing ourselves? I told you I didn't want to be like that no more. I didn't want to be being negative.
All right, so we're going to fast forward to the second part where she starts showing receipts. Now, this full live replay is available on her Snark page, which you can find. One of you can link it for us. But let me just pull up part 2 where she starts showing actual receipts of her and Julia.
But so before I get banned or the live gets suspended, I do have on the background the last conversation I had with Recaps on Instagram, because that's where we would message. But so that's the last conversation that we had. It was just literally, and y'all know that that's her because we would call each other Goonies. So yeah, there was a last conversation. It was in October 21st. It was when I think her and Julia were still talking. I'm not for sure, because she was how she was supportive, and she would send the lives or YouTube so we can go watch it and watch the ads. There's the last video she sent and recaps had, because she's saying the reason why I'm putting this is because Julia is saying that I'm the one telling recap stuff. I don't have recap's number. I don't have her on Facebook. She blocked me a long time ago, as she blocked Julia too. She deactivated her account, and that's where I had her. That's where I had her on Instagram. That's where I would literally message with my besties. The other live got suspended because I don't know, they don't like that I'm speaking the truth, or they're trying to stop me from showing receipts to defend myself, because I'm not part of this shit. Let's see, what else can I show? I seen on Reddit that Julia posted, it's our conversation, where she was asking me how did recaps get the screenshots you sent me. I sent them to 100 Jules, and 100 Jules is able to talk to recaps. She'll send her $1 or $2 and tell her, hey, call me on Cash App, and then she'll call her private. So I also have that. I also have the conversation for that, because like I don't hide shit.
It is worth mentioning that Julia did get her first live suspended. I forgot to show that. But yeah, her first live on her main account got taken down, suspended for something. And one thing you know about Julia and her people is they're experts at getting people banned and suspended. And so she ended up going live on her backup, which is where the second part is being...
I can't even make it big. Let's see, what's this one? Okay, here it is. Here's my...
Also, do y'all notice a pattern here? That everybody comes with their receipts except for Julia. Everybody.
Conversation with Alice, Huntress Jules. There's the screenshots that Julia sent me of, I don't know, for all I know, it's probably Julia's fake page talking about to herself. I don't know, because she has, Julia, just like, I know Julia says she don't create backup fake pages or whatever to stalk, but they could be hers. I don't know who the conversation is between, but they're over here saying, it's Nikki's the one sending recaps the information, blah, 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 which is not true, because I don't talk to her. I don't have her number or anything like that. And I sent this to Huntress Jules, and I told her I wish I had Recap's number to talk to her. She said, I don't have it either. She changed it. And she said, Cash App her $1, tell her to call you. That's how I do it. And she sent me her Cash App name, and I did do it. Recaps never called me, though.
All right, so I'm not going to play her entire live. You guys can play the entire live on Reddit, okay? But we've gotten the gist of it. Her sister came out with receipts, and she came out to validate the truth, which doesn't look very good for Julia, okay? Now, I'm going to show you guys the real juicy one. I was saving the best for last. And that is the live that Julia issued or held after her sister went live, okay? And that is the long-awaited live that everyone's been dying to see. I know that you guys on Reddit some of you guys saw it, some of you guys didn't. It's also available for replay on my Patreon, but I have it. We're gonna replay it for everyone to chime in on. And Julia's live. Now, I'm gonna warn you, hang on, it's not a cute look for Julia, okay? But whatever, here goes.
Oh my god, besties. Fuck. I just want to let y'all know that I might cry, okay? I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know there's some roaches in here. Fuck y'all.
She said fuck y'all. Fuck you too, Julia.
But I have to be completely real.
Hold on. We need a bigger picture of this.
I don't even know where to start.
We gotta see how cute you kept it, Julia.
I just want to say I'm not gonna bash my sister. I'm not gonna talk shit about her. I just want to clear my name.
But you said that the last live, Julia, and the lie detector confirmed that was a lie.
With the accusations that she's putting against me. I'm not here to talk about her or like make fun of her, especially my nieces and nephews. We're just gonna talk about it, and I'm very hurt. I'm like super fucking hurt because it just goes, every family has their problems, okay? But this just goes way deeper than what you guys really understand, because I'm hurt. I'm so fucking hurt.
I'll be back. Enjoy.
These are kids that I saw when they were little. I changed their diapers. I was there with them. Like, I've known these kids my whole life. And for my sister to go live and to have my nieces and nephews in the background talking about me and disrespecting me and their uncle, it's just another type of hurt. And I'm trying so hard not to take it to heart, because they're kids. They don't know what's going on. They don't know adult problems, and one day they will. But oh my God, I'm fucking hurt. Like, my heart is broken, whether they choose to believe it or not. Like,
not that my heart is broken.
My heart is fucking broken. Like,
pedacito de pastel.
And I know it's not their fault, and I'm trying so hard to just let it go. But oh my God, it hurts, y'all. Since they were babies, since they were little babies, like, I've been there by their side. It hurts. It hurts so fucking bad. But it is what it is. Please don't attack my nieces and nephews. Please don't attack my sister. We're just going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you guys what went down, and then we're just going to move on. This is going to be in a members only live. I'm not going to put it public. I'm not going to talk about it on TikTok or Instagram. I posted that.
But we are. You thought it was going to be members only. You fucking thought, Julia.
On Instagram, so people don't start shit. But like, I'm just gonna talk about it and I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be done because
I wish it would have been done last year too, Julia.
No, I know, but like, there's some besties in here that I thought were besties, but they were on my sister's live instigating, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you're literally in my members only, like my besties, and you're over there putting these lies in my sister's head.
One thing that should show you, Julia, is that the people that have subscribed to your YouTube are not paying to support you. They're just paying for chisme, okay? They're not subscribing because they actually care about you. Including Recap subscribe. The people subscribing are just there for chisme and entertainment at your expense. Not because they actually give a fuck about you.
And like, that I talked about my nieces and nephews, like, I didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? But whatever, let's just talk about it. So, this is what happened. I got a DM on Instagram about 2 separate chats. I hate that they brought the kids into adult. Yeah, like, oh, you guys don't even understand. So, I got 2 separate, I got a DM on Instagram from some random account, and they sent me 2 different chats. And it was somebody talking about my sister and Recaps, and them, I guess, like, conspiring against me, or like teaming up to work against me. I didn't understand it. And all it said, like, they were just like alleging that, you know, Nikki has been with Recaps this whole time, giving her information. And so I confronted my sister about it. Mind you, I have not talked to my sister ever since we had that falling out, when, you know, after it was my mom's anniversary of her passing, and, you know, just shit went left. And so I hadn't talked to her. I talked to her in October. My brother accidentally let me know that my brother, Nikki's husband, had got his appointment to Ciudad Juarez for his green card. And so I always told her I would help her out with everything, because I have already been through it. I already know what it's like. And so I reached out, and I wasn't going to, because I was like, you know, we're not talking. Maybe she doesn't want to hear from me, but I'm going to reach out anyways. I reached out to her. I got just, you know, dry responses from her. The pictures are on, you know, the feed if you want to go look at them. And there was a bunch of more messages, but I don't know why it's not saved on my iPhones. And so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, you know, like I'm here if you need me. Like I know she just didn't want to talk to me and I understood whatever. And then I found out that she was already in Juarez by another family member. And I reached out again. I was like, hey, I know that you're in Juarez. Let me know if you need help with anything because, you know, I know that you got to get the fingerprints. You have to get the antecedentes penales. Like, you have to know where to go to the clinic and, like, the whole. I told her what hotel to go to, like, what clinic, because I had already been through it. So she was like, yeah, thanks. Like, we're good. And I was like, how are the kids doing? You know, like, how's the hotel? And I was, like, laughing because, like, when we were there, like, all we ate was chilaquiles every day because we didn't know if they offered other food. Like, I was just making fun of it. She was like, girl, like, you know, like, they have other foods here. It's not just chilaquiles. Like, oh, I didn't know. I wish I would have known when I was there. And like we were just talking back and forth, and that was that. And so again, I didn't talk to her every single day, but I did check up on her weekly, like every other couple of days. And I was like, hey, you know, you guys back yet? Or what did they tell you? She was like, it hasn't go. Like the package hasn't come in yet. He was approved. I was like, good for you. You know what I mean? And then I was like, are you guys gonna go from there to go see his mom? Like I was actively talking to her in that time. So for her to go and say, no, she didn't reach out to me. No, I did. I didn't help her financially. But I want, like, I am mad about this and it upsets me. I don't have to help my family financially. Not all the time. And I'm just going to tell you guys this. I have helped my sister, whether she wants to accept it or not. Me and Jacobo have helped her countless times. And that's why I'm so upset for my husband, because there were so many times when I didn't work at a point in my life. I didn't work and I didn't have money. And
why are you bringing Jacobo into it? Because your sister didn't say shit about Jacobo at all. You're making it seem like she was on her dissing him or something, and she wasn't.
Ask him when any of my family member has ever needed money. I'm like,
what you're doing now is guilt tripping your sister for speaking up against you because you've helped her financially at some point, as though that should give you the right to treat her in any way, shape, and form because you've given her money. That's what you're doing.
My sister needs help. The kids need this, or, you know, she needs this because of the kids or whatever. And he never once told me no. He never once was like, no. He would always from the smallest amounts to the largest amounts, he'd be like, give it to her. Give for the kids. Or I would tell him I'm gonna go buy this for my nieces or nephews. He supported me all the time. And I there was times where, like, every day I was with my sister and every day I was, you know, taking them out to eat and buying them stuff and treating them to this and that. And it wasn't just me, it was him too. So for her to just say that, man, it just pissed me off, because I'm like, bro, it's not about the money, and it's not about saying I did this for you or you did this, but it's about
proving to the world how much you've done for your sister. How could she possibly turn around and speak up against you? That's what it is. That's why, because this is really not relevant if you've ever helped your sister or not, but it's part of what paints you as the victim. A poor me, I've done so much, and look at how she repays me. Okay, Julia.
We don't have kids. We don't have kids. And so, you know, we chose.
That's why you hate on all the single moms, Julia. You don't have kids. So you spend all your time being bitter towards women that do have kids.
To use our extra income on my nieces and nephews. And for you to discredit that and be like, she doesn't do this or she doesn't do that. It's like, bro, there was times I made sure that they were good before I was good. So, you know, because Nikki hasn't always been married. She was a single mom at one point. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, for her to laugh at me and Jacobo like that, like, that shit fucking hurts. And, like, fuck me, that's my sister. At some point, I would imagine we're going to talk again. But for you to come for my husband like that, her husband, I've never once talked shit about her husband. I've always been supportive of them. And, like, I even said so myself, like, she's helped me through my marriage, and, like, she's been there, and, like, let me just calm down, because that just, that fucking pissed me off.
Please calm down. You are not keeping it cute, babe. You are
it
not
pisses me off, but
cute.
whatever. And so,
look,
yeah,
you didn't keep it cute, and now you ended up on the fucking thumbnail of this video, Julia.
he didn't help financially, but, like, I just care all the time. And I was that person always spending my money on my nieces and nephews.
So she really making it seem like all her extra money was going to her nieces and nephews. She's helped her so much. But that contradicts with what Nikki said, because Nikki's live, although we didn't play all of it, Nikki did say she doesn't even call for her nieces and nephews. She don't check up on them. But on social media, she portrays like she's super aunt. So this is contradicting what Nikki is saying. She has said Julia doesn't even keep in touch with her nieces and nephews. She don't buy them shit. So which is it, Julia? Do you spend all your money, extra money on them, or do you actually not, and you just use them for your image, which is what the receipts are actually showing.
And then I came to a point where I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? No la estoy defendiendo, pero te preguntó, ¿no crees que se sintió atacada cuando le preguntaste si estaba trabajando conmigo? Yes, so let's get into that. So there's that, right? So the whole Juárez thing, I did reach out to her. So when I saw the messages, I said, hey, we need to talk. I said, when you have time, we need to talk. She said, okay. She called me. I answered her, and I was like, maybe I didn't come at her 100% like the way I should have, but I was just mad. And I told her, I was like, what did you tell the recaps? And she was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I got these messages. Well, I don't even think I said about the message. She right away got defensive, and I told her what I knew, and she hung up on me, and she told me to leave her alone. And I sent her the pictures, and she was like, put me on a three-way with that person. I was like, it doesn't work like that. It's on Reddit. I don't know who these people are. I don't even know who this Instagram user is, but they sent me this, and she was like, just leave.
So just pause, like, for Julia to say act like she's so unbothered by the Reddit thread and I don't give a fuck, but you are literally creating drama. Like, you are calling up your sister, talking shit about what's being posted on Reddit. Which one is it, Julia? Are you bothered or not bothered? Because everything is showing that you're very, very triggered by what's on Reddit. So much that you're reaching out to your sister, demanding answers, accusing her without proof. Like, you fucking lost your shit. You have lost. Like, the lines between real life and social media have blurred for you. You would never find me fucking calling up my friends or family. And did you fucking see what the fuck is this on Reddit? Someone said, do you know how many of my friends and families have been accused on Reddit? It is not that deep for me. The internet is a scary place. It's a dark place. It's where people like you create a bunch of rumors. And Julia, again, you can never say you're not bothered by Reddit. You are so triggered that you are literally fighting with your sister over what some random account posted on Reddit.
Alone, and then I was like, I want to know why you would do something like this, and I want to know if ever one day you'll let me know. She's like, well, that day's never gonna come because I didn't do anything, and like I left it at that. And so somebody sent me a screenshot of recaps on Reddit saying a username. And she was like, what is that about? Why are you Nikki? What's going on? And so I went to go look at the username, and the username was the Instagram account that sent that message to me. And I was like, so you're in communication with recaps? Because she told me, I don't watch your lives. I haven't talked to recaps. I don't talk to them. I don't do this and I don't do that. I haven't talked to recaps since last year. I don't even know when it happened and blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, you're a liar. I was like, because you do talk to her, because recaps is saying that username and you're telling me that you don't communicate with her. And so then she called me and it was like going back and forth. She told me, she's like, leave me alone or I'm going to put a police report on you. And I was like, okay, do what you want to do. Like, whatever it is, what it is. And then
Julia, and all the screenshots and the receipts she talks about, like, she never shows any of them. Ever.
She was like, I want Jacobo's number so that my husband can call him and this and that. And I was like, why? I was like, why are we involving people?
Nikki, I have Jacobo's number. Just hit my DMs. I got you.
Who have nothing to do with it. I don't need to talk to your husband and you don't need to talk to mine. It's between me and you, and I'm asking you about recaps. And
so I think it's very interesting how she didn't want to give Jacobo's number to Nikki. You guys know why, right? Because Jacobo doesn't know what the fuck is going on here. He has no idea how deep Julie is into this fuckery. How much shit Julia's mouth has gotten her and her family into. So if Nikki was to call Jacobo and tell him what's going on, there's likely going to be trouble in paradise for Julia, which is why she won't give up his phone number. But like I said, Nikki, hit me up. Got you.
Started bringing issues like, you're in some mess with Annie and Annie's getting, like, I was like, I'm not talking about Bob, okay? I'm talking about you, me, and I'm talking about recaps. I'm talking about how does recaps know this? And then finally she let it out. And she was like, I talk to Huntress Jules every day, and I told her and she told recaps. And so that's when I told her, I was like, so you've been telling Huntress all my business, and then she's telling it to Recaps. And then it just got out of control. She called me. We're going back and forth about certain things, certain details. And then my niece is with her, and then my niece straight up cusses me the fuck out. She cusses me out. She says that everything's my fault, and I don't tell her anything. And I said, Ma, I call her Ma. I said, Mom, I'm not gonna talk to you. I was like, because this has nothing to do with you. I'm talking to your mom. I was like, and then I did yell at my sister. I was like, I can't believe you're letting your daughter talk to me like this.
Honestly, Julia, for you to cry about your nieces and nephew, they, from what I've heard, like just what I've seen on Reddit, I think they're of age to see what the fuck you're doing on the internet. One, you're talking shit about their mom, so they should be loyal to their mom. And then B, you use them for your image. And they probably have caught on by now. You make it seem like you're super anti and then never fucking call them or do shit for them. You know what I mean? So they have their right to be angry with you. But you are painting it out to be like, oh, my sister is having my nieces and nephews chew me out to make me feel bad. No.
And she's like, I'm not doing anything. And so then my niece hangs up the phone, and I call back, and I don't know if they couldn't hear me or what was going on. And she was like, she's not even talking, just the phone call. So finally, I guess they could hear me. I don't know. And so then I tell her, I was like, I can't believe you're letting her talk to me like that. I can't believe you're involving the kids. And I can't believe, that this is what.
You still expect your sister to stick up for you after everything you've done? Like, come on, Julia.
We've gotten. And so then she starts blaming me about like the obituary. I was like, that wasn't me. That was you. Because my sister posted the obituary.
Hold on. Let's talk about the obituary, okay? It was most definitely you, Julia. Even if you didn't post it, you publicized it, okay? That shit was down from what I've heard, because I wasn't on Reddit at the time. That shit was taken down pretty quickly. You were one of the few people to see it, but then you went to Instagram and you publicized it, so then people went looking for it and found it. I learned about your mom's obituary because of you. So regardless of who posted it, you gave it fuel. You gave it ammo. If you hadn't said a thing and victimized yourself about it, nobody would have known. Okay? But you chose to say, oh, they're posting my mom's obituary, because it was a way for people to feel sorry for you. You told people I did it, which I didn't, and you've already talked about how it got put out there, okay? But you are very much responsible for your mother's obituary link circulating the internet, because you're at the head of this hate campaign, and then the way that you handled the obituary leak gave it more publicity. Again, I learned about it through your Instagram post that was sent to me, not through Reddit. Very few people, and a lot of OG Roaches can attest to this, that they didn't fucking see it before the mods took it down. Out of respect for you. But then, like, it backfired, because you still made everybody hate the Reddit thread, like, just as bad as if they had left it up. You know what I mean? And that's why with everything that's going on currently on the Reddit page that I do manage now, doesn't matter if I take it down or not. She's going to play victim the same way. And she's going to say she did this to me, just like she's been doing it for a year. So I don't care anymore whether people hate me for it or not. I'm not going to do, like, we've already seen how she handled the obituary link. And it was taken down, and she still victimized herself with it. She still made everybody go report the Reddit thread. Look at what they're doing to me. I can't believe they're doing this. Oh my God. She's going to do the same shit now. Okay? And again, nobody saw it. You're the reason why it circulated. Your sister is in her every right to come at you for it, because at the end of the day, you are the reason all your family has been put out on the internet. You are it. Okay? You were the one to initiate digging up people's past. You were the one to initiate exposing people. You were the one to initiate throwing family members in there, children in there. You were, okay? Now it's coming back on you. Even your sister said it, including things about your mother that has passed away, and you are responsible for it. 100 fucking %.
Instagram, and that's how they found it. Like, that's how it all came out. And then we started talking about my brother's situation. And then again, my niece is talking just crazy to me, and I'm so fucking hurt. And then I'm crying, and she's like, why are you crying? Why are you the victim? And I'm like, I'm crying because I can't believe that this little girl that I've known for so long is talking to me like this. Like,
if you've known her for so long and you care about her so much, why don't you check up on her? Why do you allow your issues with her mom to get in between the way of you being a good, consistent aunt to her? But now all of a sudden you want to reap the benefits of, I've known her for so long. Yeah, but that didn't matter to you when it came down to being a consistent aunt. So, and maybe if he had been, maybe they wouldn't be upset with you. Just a thought.
Never imagine her talking to me and cussing me out, and you know, just I was shook. I was shook, and so then I don't know what we were talking about. Like, I honestly, it was just so much, and so then she hangs up on me and she was like, "I'm just gonna go live and I'm gonna air it all out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Do what you have to do." So I'm not scared. I was like, "I don't care what you think you have on me. Go talk and say what you want." I was like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk about you on a live. If it's on TikTok live so everybody can see you, I am gonna leave it alone. If you want to go and expose me, go expose me. And that's what she did. She went on live, and she just started saying crazy things, and
Crazy.
people started instigating, and
The truth is crazy for sure.
and then she had.
We can agree that the truth is crazy, but don't make it seem like she was out here just saying random ass shit, because she was just saying what the truth is.
The first time I confronted her, which was a couple of days ago, she had my youngest niece message me. And I told her calmly, I was like, "Ma, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's between me and your mom. It's grown-ups problems." I was like, "I love you. And, you know, you don't have to get involved because it has nothing to do with you." So, and then to see my nieces on live making fun of me, making fun of their uncle, I'm just really hurt by the whole thing. And then making like accusations about me. She said that I did this and I did that when I didn't. She said that I didn't reach out to her, which I already put that I did. She also said that like I don't like her husband's family, and that I was making fun of a woman that had a hole in her shirt. And I'm just gonna tell you what happened there. And if she's really about it and she's about the truth, you know, one day she'll probably.
We don't care what you're gonna say about
right.
that.
So I was okay. I don't have to be around these people. If
I don't care.
I didn't say anything at the party. But cada quien, right? Like she could say that about Jacobo's family or the people that I hang out with. Everybody's allowed to hang out with who they want to hang out with. So that's what really went down with the whole hole in the shirt thing. I'm just like the audacity, you know what I mean, to talk about other people like that. But whatever. So that happened. I did not, Rachel, if you're fucking in here, fuck you. So there's this girl, Rachel Rach or something like that. She went into Nikki's live and she said that I said that my nieces did not have live. We were talking about traumas. I said that my mom did not teach me how to explain. She didn't teach me that I needed all these different rags to shower myself, and that I like Dove. We were talking about what's good for the ussy and all this other stuff. I said I like Dove. And I said that I left Jacobo twice. And the 2 times that I have left, I've gone to stay with my sister, and she's taken me in 2 times.
But if I'm not mistaken, I saw a comment on Reddit that someone said Jacobo kicked you out, Julia. So which one is it? Did you leave him or did he kick you out? Which, by the way, is news to us, because for you to claim you're so real about shit, and then I just never fucking knew that you guys had left each other, because you make it seem like y'all have this perfect marriage on social media.
While I was there, I made a joke saying that my sister told me.
Hold on, I got a question. No, listen, I just like had a light bulb moment. If you left him twice, why didn't you kick him the fuck out? Oh, that's right. Because the apartment belongs to Jacobo, and because the truck belongs to Jacobo. So that's why when you guys fight and break up, you gotta go to your sister's house, because you don't own shit. It all belongs to your husband. Because all I know is when I get mad and if I break up with someone, I'm telling them, get the fuck out of my house, because this is my house. This is my car. But for you, that explains why, because it's not your apartment. It's not your truck. So, okay. Anyway, go off.
Not buy high-end shit because her daughters are going to get used to it. She's not going to buy it for them. That's what happened. And it was a joke. And I said, here, I don't want to take it with me. And I bought a big old thing of Dove and all this. And that's what I bought. It was nothing against my nieces. I didn't say that they had bad hygiene or that they didn't have proper grooming. So for Rachel to go out there and fucking say that, you weren't really present in the live when that happened, because I would never talk about my nieces like that. That's ridiculous.
I don't know.
When I saw Rachel's comment, I knew she took it out of context, because I remember that live and you saying what she could. Yeah, I never said that.
So one thing we know, Julia, is you fucking talk about everybody, and nobody's safe. Not even kids. Not even your own nieces and nephews. So I'm gonna call bullshit. I missed the comment. I missed the backstory to this on why you're defending yourself. But one thing we know is you talk hella shit about everybody, including your family, including children. So who do you expect your sister to believe? You, the pathological liar, or a random stranger on the internet. And the and the fact that a random stranger on the internet is that just goes to show what a liar you are. And at this point, everybody sees what you are and what you do, which is probably why your nieces and nephews don't fuck with you anymore, because they know you're talking about them in these little private lives.
Even your nieces, I don't think. Yeah, and that's the thing. My nieces were in there saying, I don't think that that's what happened. And I do appreciate the people who were in there saying that never happened. I was there on that live and getting in for me, which I don't want anybody involved in drama, but my sister saw all those comments. Okay, and she did not care. She, in the back of her head, knows that I would never do that, but she still allowed it to be out there and allow it to be up for speculation. And for the people that were egging her on, it was just so fucking sick to watch. And then for her, she read a comment about somebody asked her, "Is it true that Jacobo goes to the gym or does he cheat on Tota Sicaria?" She read it and she laughed. I'm not gonna put my sister's personal business out there.
Hold on. First of all, who dropped that comment on Nikki's live? And second of all, I don't know at what live it was. They all blurred together at this point, but there was a live where Julia was like, Jacobo knows everything that's going on. He watches my lives at the gym. Girl, we know he doesn't watch your lives, much less at the fucking gym, okay? We all have the speculation that he must cheat on you there, because why else would he not take you with him? Because we know you need to be there. He knows you need to be there. If he loved you and genuinely worried about you and your health, he would be taking your ass to the gym. But he probably doesn't, because that's where he breaks away from you. You know, that's where he gets, there's a lot of theories and speculation on what happens when he's at the gym. But the fact that your sister read this out loud has you some type of way, because deep down you're triggered by it, and you probably have some type of insecurity about him cheating on you at the gym. But, I don't have no proof or anything. That's just, my opinion, my speculation.
Because I don't have a need to, but for you to fucking do that and to read that, that's your brother-in-law, bro. I'm your fucking sister. I've never done that. And I won't do it because there's no reason to. But just fucking remember, bro, at the end of the day, we're still family. And for you to fucking publicly go out there and give content to fucking Annie is fucking crazy.
Okay, that is the root of it. Now look at us. That is the root of it, Julia. You are mad that your sister gave me content. You give me content all the fucking time. First of all, that's what this is about. You knew that I would be dissecting your sister's live. You thought I was going to put her on my thumbnail, but I did her a courtesy and I put you on it instead. That's what it comes down to. You are so hurt that your sister put out the truth that validates my content. You are so mad that your sister stood up to you publicly. That is what it is. That's the root of it. It has nothing to do with these little, you're picking and choosing the parts of her life that make you the victim, that make you the poor me and your sister the bad guy, but you're leaving out where she actually addresses the truth. And that's what this is about. That's what hurts you.
And it's fucking wild that you're coming for your brother-in-law like that and for your own fucking sister, straight up. I remember that live too. Damn, they've been double agents for that long. And now it makes sense. I really do feel like Rachel is a fucking roach. There's no fucking way. Yeah, she was only reading the negative comments. And I was just like, bro, they're telling you that they were in the fucking live and that never happened and you don't care. And you're allowing my nieces to fucking read these lies. And
you know what's crazy watching this unfold is that this happened to me so many times, Julia, because of you. How many times did you go into my lives, manipulate things I said, and create rumors with it? How many, guys? You guys in here, countless. You guys know. How many fake pages did you guys create with manipulated content of my live streams to fit these rumors that you wanted to create about me? And now look, now what's happening to you, independent of me, because it's not me in there, with, your own follower, whoever the fuck it is, has nothing to do with me. Now what's happening to you, and you're crying about it. You're fucking in tears over it. Imagine what I dealt with for a fucking year because of you. You didn't see me hopping on here fucking crying. And I'll tell you what, I never cried like this over rumors. Ever. Stand up, bitch. You're weak in the knees. Remember? Stand up, bitch. You're looking fucking weak.
to believe it. And she could have gone live, honestly. Like I said, I'm not going to talk shit about it, but she could have gone live in her car. She didn't have to do it in front of the fucking kids. And I mean, at this point, it is what it is. It's already done, right? Why was she in my inbox? Oh, there was another lady with blonde hair that was commenting there, and she was on your lines. Can't remember her name. Yeah, I'll have receipts. Like somebody fucking was screenshotting shit and sending it to me. Like I know what was said and what wasn't said, and I just had to clear that shit up with y'all. Also, if you go onto the Julia G Snark Reddit, it's now run by Bob, and Recaps is in there defending Nikki like tooth and nail right now.
Did y'all catch that? It's now around by Bob. Annie to you, bitch. Julia, I would have paid to see money. I would have paid money to see your reaction when you woke up that morning and went to go do your daily runs on Reddit like you do every fucking day and every fucking hour, and you clicked and you saw me as a fucking captain now. I would really have paid to see how you reacted when you realized I was now publicly in charge of your snark page. I don't know. It was a full circle moment for me.
And it's just like, it's so obvious, you guys. Like, be fucking for real. My thing is, oh, fucking well, you cannot make everybody happy. But I just wanted, the whole thing of me doing this with my sister and confronting her, I just wanted to know why. What did I do to you? What did I do to you that you had to fucking step out and team up with Recaps? Because it's obvious, it's clear as fucking day what's going on, and everybody can fucking see it. It's out there.
No,
She's literally in the comments defending you.
Julia, you're literally crazy. You're literally creating these scenarios in your head, and you are losing a grip of reality, and it's causing you to lose friends and family members. Recaps and Nikki are not a thing. Me and Nikki are also not a thing, because you're probably going to come out after this and say, she didn't blast Nikki's criminal record. That's because she's No, I just don't give a fuck about Nikki, okay? You're my problem, okay? You were the ringleader in all of this, which is why you are getting all the heat and deserve to get most of the heat, because you were a master manipulator. My hat's off to you, okay? You did such a good job of manipulating multiple women to believing your crock is shit. Eventually, some of them saw through it, and they fell off, and they turned on you, as you call it. They betrayed you, as you call it, and because they stood up for the truth, including your own family. And now, well, how could people do this to me? Because you're wrong, bitch. Because you're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. You're obsessive. You're a pathological liar. You're a fucking bully. You're a mean-ass bitch. And you're ugly to boot. That's why.
Saying that I'm a piece of shit sister because I didn't give you money when you went to Juarez. Like, come on. Deja todo eso, bestie. Y'all are sisters. Sea lo que sea, those roaches came for your deceased mother. Like, that's the time to unite. And that's the thing. Like, Recaps has came from my mom. Like, she literally went on there and said that my mom was batshit crazy. And Nikki's okay with that? And now Nikki's saying that I'm just like my mom.
Nikki said it too, though. Nikki said your mom was fucking crazy, too. In the live, she said she used to talk to herself on Facebook and shit. Maybe they're onto something. I don't fucking know, but I think your sister's entitled to voice whatever she wants about her mom. And your sister, you're mad at your sister for not doing what you want her to do. That's the root of this. You're mad at her for not defending you. You're mad at her for not publicly jumping into Reddit. You're mad at her for not hating Recaps the way that you hate her. You are mad at your sister because you can no longer manipulate her like you manipulated the rest of these women for months to follow in line and to be a part of your image online. You are mad at her because you've lost control of her. That is what this comes down to.
Who's crazy, but yet you were the one who took our mom's death the fucking hardest. To this day, she is not okay with it. So it's like, you were the one crying the most. You were the one fucking hurt the most, and you're gonna allow some random bitch to fucking come for our mom like that, and then say that I'm like her? Like, what?
Julia, you've done the same thing. You're coming at your sister for not doing this. If I was you, okay, because y'all know what has recently transpired on Reddit. If I was Julia, I would have left my pride at the door and messaged me directly to take that shit down. Okay, and I was going to leave this for the end, but I'll say it now. If Julia has any problem with anything that is posted on her current Snark page, she can message me directly and I will consider the removal. If you love your mom so much, if you're so bent up about it, put your shit down, send me a fucking DM. Okay? Stop making it. Stop flipping this on your sister because you're doing the same shit. You're a weak ass bitch too when it comes to your mom. You don't have the guts to stand up for her because it would mean putting your fucking pride aside for all of this shit to stop. This shit continues, including shit about your mom, because you continue to go after people on the internet. Recaps, me, etc. Okay? Everything that has happened, including the shit posted about your mom, is because of the shit you have started with other people. So if you really were so affected by it, you would put your pride aside, but you can't, because you love your pride more than you love your mom, more than you love your sister, more than you love your husband. You are the type of person that loves you above all, before all, and over all. You and your pride only. Okay? So quit making this about your sister, because this is really should be about you. It's not your sister's fault all of this shit is on the internet. It's your fucking fault. And it's going to continue until you stop. Because it's not even me now. Now it's happening with recaps. So it's a fucking pattern now. We have seen it. I called it when I said, I'm not going to be the last bitch that she does this to. Now she's doing it to recaps. And now recaps is responding accordingly. And all of you people, oh, she's going to... No. They're matching her fucking energy, and now she's the victim. Okay? If you want it to stop, then you need to stop. Because you started it. You need to put your pride aside, reach out to these fucking people doing this to your family, and it would end there. But we all know you won't, because what is it that you said? I'm never going to apologize. I said what I fucking said. Okay, so stand by that. And everything that happens because of your choice to stay in that headspace is your responsibility. And you get to answer to it, to your family. You get to explain why your brothers are all over my YouTube. You get to explain why your mother ended up all over that Reddit page. You get to explain to your sister why she's on this fucking, why her live is on this video. Because you are the common denominator.
Changed. I just want to know what the fuck changed from then to now that, like, all of this is happening. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I talk about my troubles with my mom, but at the end of the day, they're real. But for you to just let some fucking random strangers say shit like that, I don't know. It's just all really fucking sus. And she would not come for recaps. People were in there asking her, like, can you trust recaps? She never once offended recaps. She defended her. And then she said at the end that recap sent her money when she went to Juarez. And that's what the whole thing is about, fucking money. And I'm my fucking bad. My fucking bad that I didn't offer her money in a time where me and Jacobo didn't have it. And we were already going to Mexico our damn selves. And at the end of the day, everybody has their own battles. Okay, I never ever asked her for money when I went to Juarez. She did check up on me and she did buy me food. And I said that. And I'm so grateful for that, because at that time we did need it. But, you know, she had different resources than me. I don't. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just her who went to Juarez. She took all of her kids. So, you know, how do you want me to help you in something like that when I don't have it? I'm sorry, but I don't. She said Recas was accusing her of working on Reddit. Then on the live, she said Recas gave her money. She probably doesn't want to comment on Recas because we'll throw that money in her face. I don't know. It's already ella sabía que iba a tener esa cita y venía. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, like I feel like we helped each other. I did not help her financially, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I didn't have the money at the time. That's another thing. Like, she went on and said that I kept the money for the raffle that she did for my sister-in-law, that I didn't give that money. My sister-in-law has the money. She has a fucking receipt. But she's not answering the question, or I don't even know if anybody's... Don't ask. Actually, don't fucking ask her. Let's not even fucking go there. Please don't bully her. Don't harass her. Sorry. I gave her half of the money that we got from that raffle. So they went on Reddit and said, they were saying to my sister-in-law, hey, do you know that they raffled a $500 tree, and that's 10,000 pesos? Did you get them? No, it wasn't 500. It wasn't 500. It was 250 that I got, and then Jacobo had to put the rest to make it. Either way, she got it, but it wasn't initially that. I gave 250 to Nikki for the raffle. So, you know what I mean? It's like, there's always two sides to the story. And I just can't believe that she's trying to paint me out to be this person that, like, I'm not. She just contradicted herself because she wanted to set the record straight, but admitted they were basically besties. Yeah, Rika's is going hard for her. She admitted, yeah, I helped her in a time of need. Like, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. But don't fucking compare yourself to me because I didn't help her. It's not my obligation. At the end of the day, it wasn't even Recap's obligation. She did it for what? For this. To throw it in my face, to throw it in my sister's face, and to have it, like, yeah, like, that's their business. And I believe, yeah, my father-in-law did get sick at that time. Maybe that's the problem, bestie. It's not our responsibility to help any family member financially, including our parents. No, like if I had it, I would have given it to her. But also, if you guys saw the message, she wasn't even really trying to accept my help. Like I reached out and she was dry with her answers and like she really didn't want to know anything about me, and I respected that. I looked like a fucking idiot because I was basically like humillándome. Like I was literally just embarrassing myself, reaching out to her when she obviously did not want to talk to me, but I still told her I'm here for you. I feel like people think that just because we do not have kids, we have money like that. It's not true. We have rent, our house payments, our car payments, insurance payments. Yeah. It's not your responsibility to provide money for another family. People are grown and should fend for themselves. Money is the root of so much evil and greed. I mean, it's just, and I don't understand what's going on, honestly. Like, she went live because she wanted to not be in the drama, but she ended up adding so much fuel to the fire. That live was uncalled for. If she wanted to be drama free, she could have called you one-on-one. And that's the thing. We had a conversation one-on-one. She hung up on me three times. And then I blocked her. I will say that I did block her because I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And then after I saw bits and pieces of the live where they were coming from my husband, I'm done. Right now, I cannot talk to her. Maybe in the future we can, but I can't. I'm literally fucking sick to my stomach that they would involve my husband like that when he has done nothing to her. Nothing. He's done nothing to her. He's done nothing to the kids. He's done nothing to her husband. Like, if anything, he's been fucking nice and supportive. And it just, I don't know. I don't know why it hurts me. It might be stupid for y'all, but it hurts that they came from my husband like that, straight up. And I am triggered about it because I'm just like, bro, he hasn't done anything to you.
One thing about Julia is Jacobo is definitely her soft spot.
I feel like Don Jacobo no se mete con nadie. He seems so sweet. That's something, like, he doesn't mess with anybody. And like me and my sister have had arguments in the past, and him and my brother-in-law, like they say whatever goes on with them, because he knows we're a toxic family, and he knows that we have times when we're good, and he knows that we have times when we're bad. And he's always kept it cool with my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law, they would see each other like at Home Depot or like at a corner store or whatever. And they would say hi and like they would chop it up because he's like, I don't have anything against you. Like, our wives are the ones who are going through it. But like me and you, we have no reason to be upset with each other. And so he's always kept it cordial. He's never ever talked about my sister to her husband, to anybody. And so it's like he's always told me that's your sister. At the end of the day, you guys are gonna talk again. And he's always rooted for her and her family. And I'm just like, what's the fucking reason? Like, what's the reason for saying shit like that? And then to be like, I'm telling you, bro. And then like making fun of them, calling me a dorftan. Like, I get it. Whatever. It is what it is. But I'm telling you, like, I've dealt with this my whole life. I've dealt with it my whole life, and it's nothing to do with me. But it's just, that's what I'm saying. Like, I thought she was going to keep it cute. Because I thought she...
Hey, Julia. So, I noticed she doesn't like the torta nickname. I just want to remind you, Julia, who started the nicknames. Okay? Because if you remember last year, I wouldn't even address you, but I wouldn't even address you at all, okay? You started the nicknames with the scammy, among, I don't know how many, skeleton, calaca, you started the nicknames. Now look at you. Now you're stuck with fucking torta sicaria, okay? And I just want to say that I didn't cry about the nicknames. I had to just fucking tough it out. I actually kind of learned to like them. I'm working on some scam shirts. But you're so triggered every time you read the torta sicaria, but that's your own fault. Because don't start no shit, won't be no shit. And you started with the nicknames, okay? You started out with this high school back and forth. And now that people are matching you or calling you out or exposing you, like now you look like this. Now you look like this. And it's not a cute look for you at all.
I still try to uphold her image, but... Everybody comes out eventually.
They were hella funny last year, huh? They were hella funny last year. Y'all had a fucking ball last year with the nicknames.
It hurts you because it's family, so I want to feel the same. So that's been so good to you and your friend. I know, it is what it is. Like, I'll tell you, one day this is just stupid, petty internet drama, and one day we'll be good again. But like right now, it just hurts.
Julia, I'm willing to bet you're never going to let this go. Because un pajarito me dijo on Reddit that You didn't even let your grudge go with your mom to go see her when she was sick in the hospital. And so something tells me you're very, very prideful. And I don't know. I'm just willing to guess that you're going to hold this against your sister for a long time. Because one thing about you is you're obsessed when it comes down to anything to do with me, right? Anybody that turns on you or that can potentially help me vindicate myself is your enemy. So I don't know. I'm just willing to bet that it's going to be a long time before you accept any apology. And I don't think your sister's going to issue any apologies, to be real. Because I don't think she did anything wrong. I think this is the only, like, you will have to make up with your sister by you issuing an apology. And one thing you've made very clear is that you don't issue apologies. So I don't know. Maybe this will be the point in your life where you finally realize, you know what? I need to put my pride aside, admit that I fucked up, and say sorry to my sister. But until then, you're going to be looking like this, baby girl, with no friends and no sisters and no brothers because they're in fucking prison. So it's kind of lonely.
I think you should put on blast. Why does her husband need to talk to Jacobo anyways? It's stupid. I don't know. Like, and then she was like, if you're not going to give me Jacobo's number, then we're going to pull up and we're going to talk about it. I was like, do what you have to do. I was like, but I'm not going to give you my husband's number so that they can talk about nonsense. It has nothing to do with them.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll be good again. It's hard for me. Like, I will say this. I hold a grudge, and it's really hard for me to, times of my lives that I've been open, like the times that I wasn't talking to my family, I was happy because of shit like this. And I just feel stupid. I do, and I'm honestly fucking embarrassed. Like, it's so embarrassing to have your sister go online, and obviously she's been watching because
It's so embarrassing to have your sister go online and tell people what a piece of shit you are. What a fucking liar you are. What a pathological liar. Yeah, I would be embarrassed too. If my sister came out and said, hey, A, B, C, D, E, F, yeah, I'd be embarrassed too. But one thing about, remember when you used to compare our families? At least my family's not this, at least my family's not that. Look at life humble you, Julia. Okay? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're this, we're that. But because you were the one to make the comparison about how my family was so trashy because we were on public records and this and that. All I know is you would never find my sister. You would never find me and my sister beefing online. Okay? We would never. I got 4 sisters. It's not to say we always agree, but we sure as fuck don't do this type of shit. You know what I think is interesting? How you're always like, when it comes down to your shit with Jacobo, and you were talking shit about Yesenia, how that's not shit that you discuss on live, problemas entre pareja you shouldn't do online. Why don't you give that same courtesy to your sister? You protect Jacobo's image so much, and that's why you never talk about what you guys actually struggle with. But you're on here putting your sister on your platform and publicly beefing out your problems with your sister. Why don't you protect her the same way that you protect your husband? Oh, that's right. Because your husband's a part of your image and a part of the show that you have on here about having this perfect marriage and how he loves you and didn't marry you for papers and didn't want your sister first and blah, blah. We all know it's a crock of shit. But that's why you protect him. That's why you won't discuss your marital problems, but you will discuss the problems that you have with your sister publicly. You'll talk about your mother publicly, before and after she passed, about how toxic she was and this and that, because you don't care about their image. But you protect Jacobo because it's part of your social image. It's part of what you built your platform on. And the minute that you and Jacobo fall apart, you're going to end up like fucking PJ's, right? Because PJ's built her platform on her and Marinovio. Now look at her. And you don't want to end up like PJ. So that's why you're out here protecting your brother, but exposing your family instead.
He did not know the depth of everything that was going on between, me, recaps, and Bob and all this other stuff. Like, she was in the loop, but she wasn't like invested. So she didn't really know what was going on. I would tell her bits and pieces and like, I would go live and this and that. But she didn't know all of it. So for her to be like, she told me, yeah, I've been watching Annie's lives and I've been watching this and I've been watching that. And then for her to literally repeat the narrative that has been put out there by all these people that fucking don't like me. And for you to fucking repeat it is like, you've been watching and you're literally.
She's not repeating the narrative. She's repeating the truth. She's repeating what the receipts have shown, Julia. Okay? That's what she's repeating. Stop calling it a narrative. It's a fucking truth now.
You're promoting the narrative that they put out there about me with no fucking proof, with no actual receipts other than my voice. Like, she's like, oh, her voice is out there. You literally went live and said that, yeah, that I was the one who did that with the cartel. I didn't.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I have literally shown screenshots of you sending what to put on that post in PV. And that entire text is what was posted on the PV group chats. I have screenshots of you telling people, let's remove the cartel comment so she can't use it for her U visa. Stop gaslighting the entire fucking internet, you fat piece of shit, okay? It's out there. You fucking did it. You fucking did it. Stop gaslighting me, your sister, your followers. You fucking did it. Your voice recordings are behind it. Your screenshots are behind it. There's people that are coming out and saying, she told me to do it. Your sister said you did it. Everyone knows you did it. Everyone knows you did it. But for you to publicly admit it would mean that people are going to realize what a piece of shit you are. Because you did antagonize what happened. You did want me and my family hurt. To date, you just won't admit it. You can't say it publicly. You can only say it in the dark, like these, little private lives that you hold now. You want me hurt. That was your end goal. You wanted my kids hurt. That was your end goal. You didn't care about my kids. You didn't care about their safety. You didn't have any humanity for me or my children. And it was all unprovoked. Because let's remember that when all this started, I didn't know who the fuck you were. You were my fan. You were the one that was rejected. You fucking spiraled and your sister just co-signed it. That you couldn't let shit go. Okay? You are the piece of shit.
There's no proof of that because I did not do that. And you know because you were in that chat and you saw who did it. And she was kicked out of the chat when that happened. I already talked about this on a TikTok live, but there was a person.
Where's the receipts, Julia, of you kicking this person out? Where's the receipts? Because the only receipts that exist are the receipts where you literally say, let's take that off so she can't use it for her U visa. Where's all the receipts, Julia? Everybody has them except for you.
Because, safety reasons. Because this shit has gotten, literally out of control. But she did it. She said she did it. And we told her, hey, that's not cool. I had a separate conversation with her. And she was like, I got attacked because I did that.
Show it. Where's the separate conversation? You claimed you don't have access to the group chat, but you should have access to that private conversation that you had that could prove maybe that but we know that's not the case. Recaps told me what actually happened. And that's not the case.
Because it wasn't okay. I was like, I know you're upset. And I know that, people do take it there. But please don't do that because, at the end of the day, that's taking it too far.
That's not what you said. The screenshot literally shows what you said, Julia. And that is what's so frustrating for everybody, probably including your sister, which is why she said she's a fucking pathological liar. You literally said, let's take it down because she can get her U visa. You didn't say, let's take it down because this is taking it too far. No, you said, let's take it down because she could use this. This could help her instead of fucking hurt her like we want to hurt her. That's what you said.
Was kicked out of the group. And that was it. It wasn't me though. And and now I have no credibility. And also
None.
because I'm not gonna go on
None at all. You haven't had any credibility for a while. But now you sure as fuck now you're negative credibility. Now you're negative in the credibility area, okay? That's why you won't go live publicly anymore to talk about this, because you have zero fucking credibility.
or YouTube or Instagram and talk about it because I can't. For the sake of my nieces and nephews, I will not. This is a private thing. You know what I mean? You guys are paying for it. And I know it might get out because of the roaches, but I'm not going to go and broadcast it where I have 100,000 followers so that people can go and throw hate to my sister.
But isn't that what you want at the end of the day? Because you already said, why isn't she getting this hate on her pages? At the end of the day, that's actually what you want. You knew damn well this live was going to leak. You knew. You knew there was people subscribed. You knew there was roaches in there. You even called them out by name. So let's be real. You again are using your nieces and nephews, as for your image. For the sake of my nieces and nephews, I'm not gonna. No, it's not for them. It's for you because you're a fucking coward. That's why you can't go public up with this because you're embarrassed. That's why you can't go public. But looking for you, I made sure you got public.
But my credibility is fucked now because now my own sister is literally siding with those people. And now, you know what I mean? It's you don't understand what you're doing.
Do you ever notice she makes it seem like everybody's out to get her? First, it was Recaps. Recaps and Annie are tag teaming me. My sister is joining forces. Everyone's out to get me. Everyone's out to fuck with me. Do you guys not see that? I mean, to date, and I've said this over and over, me and Recaps We're not friends. Me and Recaps have kept it very, like, she knows what it is, and I know what it is. I have never even talked to her sister. So for her to insinuate that her sister is joining forces with me is crazy. But the only thing that you hit head on, Julia, is that you have no fucking credibility. It is fucking shot. Because your own family is coming out to say what a fucking crazy lunatic you are.
You don't understand what you've done. You've given them just ammo. You've given them ammo, and it's not true. It's not fucking true.
It is true. The receipts aren't true.
It's too late.
The only thing your sister said is what the receipt said. So is she a liar too? I'm a liar. Recaps is a liar. Everyone's a liar except for the person without receipts.
Like, and I just have to fucking thug it out. And
but one thing about you is you are not thugging it out. This is not thugging it out. Okay, this is not keeping it cute. This is you looking weak in the knees, bitch. Isn't that what you said? Get up, bitch. You looking weak in the knees. You are not thugging it out. If you think that just because you're gonna, continue making your TikToks, that's you think, no. You look like a fucking weenie. You're crying like a weenie. You're over here crying on, look, now you're on my fucking thumbnail, okay? That is not thugging it out.
That I'm gonna be okay and hope that nobody comes and attacks me or, flattens my tires or that I don't get fucking jumped. You know what I mean? Like, or that Jacobo doesn't get hurt. Like, now I just have to thug it out by myself because you went and co-signed something that's not true.
No. First of all, you're by yourself because all your friends and family don't want shit to do with you because you're a piece of shit. Second of all, what we're not going to do is, oh, poor me, any day now they could come for me. Because really, that's what you did to me, okay, in fucking Mexico. That's what you did to me with 5 kids in tow. You have me every day wondering if someone's going to pull up on us. And I've had to I've had to thug it out. We can't even legally carry out here, okay? For you to say, oh, I hope no one slashes my... No one gives a fuck about you that much, Julia, to go pull up on you, okay? Nobody cares to go slash your tires or go pull up on Jacobo. Like, why are you making this, making it seem like you are in physical threat? No one cares that much about you. Plus, you're a big bitch. No one's going to run up on a big bitch like you, okay? Rest assured, you can be calm, my dear. Nothing. If they do run up on Jacobo, it might be for his number, but that's about it, okay? You are not in any physical threat. Stop making it out to be. And one thing about you guys is we know your family's trigger happy. So you don't have anything to worry about. Trust me. No one's gonna pull up on you because we know you guys are trigger happy. So rest assured, you're okay. You're gonna be okay.
And whether she believes it or not, her cosign, her signature means a lot because she's my sister.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it looks sus as fuck that your own sister goes out there and cosigns what people are saying about you.
Because you're sus.
So now I have to thug it out. And I have to...
Because you're the problem. Because you're a liar. Because you're the bully. You're the mean girl. You're the common denominator in all of this. You're dropping people like flies. Your friends and your family. If you and your followers don't see that yet, it's because you guys refuse to see it for what it is.
Just hope for the best. And just hope that I'm okay and that me and Jacobo are okay. Because she doesn't understand how deep stuff like this goes. She doesn't understand the people who she has teamed up with to attack me and to come for me. And it's unfortunate.
So now we're making it seem like your sister has joined this movement against you. Now you're making it seem like we're out to get you. Your sister did nail it on the head that you are incapable of being the bad guy. You're always the victim. You literally created all of this. You dragged everybody into it. Your sister, Candace, your friends, your followers, my mods, my family, my children, me. You created all of this. And now look at you. Cosa sad.
But what can I do? I just gotta thug it out. And I will. I'm not scared, but it's like...
You sound scared.
The L's that come, I have to thug it out and take it by myself.
You sound scared as fuck.
I don't want to... I'm going to put her... I refuse to put her in danger or anybody else. So...
Really? Because you had no problem putting me and my kids in danger.
It is what it is at this point.
Because you have no
Sorry,
other
guys.
choice.
I got to blow my nose.
I don't know how you made it through all that crying without...
I got to pee so bad. I can't even find wood. Hold on, besties. I'll be back.
Didn't Julia ask Venus to troll her sister? Yeah. She literally had recaps go troll her sister to make her sister think that somebody was talking to her husband. Crazy.
The sock. I feel like you need to move, even if it's the same city, and change your numbers full contact. I agree. The way that's clear is you saying to erase a comment about the seat. Yeah. It's not really that her own sister would do this. Like, come on, where's the loyalty? At the end of the day, all you have is Jacobo right now. We live in an era where sometimes losing family is the best. Porque es demasiado. Es que lo que a toda costa quieren ver caer a don Jacobo es como que quieren sacarle el brazo fondo para hacerte tristes. Teresa, pero alguien más está detrás de eso. Yo que te busco información de quién es porque es demasiado. No, for sure. Like, it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. It all makes sense to me because I don't know if I ever said my middle name, but I never spelled it. It's not spelled normal. There's just so many things where I was like, it makes sense.
The Jacqueline? Julia Jacqueline?
I get it. And then for her to mock me and be like, oh, like, she gets free stuff and she... No, bro, like, I'm going to be 100% real with y'all. I have only had one sponsorship and where I actually made money, and that was off of Blooms. And they gave me $100 for one video. And that was it. And when I tried the product, it worked for like a couple of days, and then I didn't like it. And they sent me another package. They're like, promote it again and we'll give you more money. And I was like, I'm not going to because I don't like the product. And I noticed that they were getting a lot of plus size people. And I was like, I'm not about to be a part of this bullshit where you're trying to get plus size bitches to like fucking lie about this product. So I didn't do it because I just feel like I can't be a sellout. You feel me? And I was like, I'm gonna look stupid as fuck promoting some product that doesn't even fucking really work. Well, on me. So I was like, no, I didn't do it.
So now I get why you were so mad about my collabs, because I've made thousands off collabs, Julia. You could schedule a consultation with me, and I could literally give you information on how to actually monetize instead of doing this shit for fun. Okay, that's sad.
And
that
then
is really sad.
Igloo,
For you to have 100,000 followers and to only have had one collab that paid you $100. You're not made for this life, baby. You're not. Just hop off the internet. The only thing this platform has given you is drama, tears. You've lost friends. You've lost family. You're going to lose your husband probably pretty soon. Get off the internet, okay? Because one thing for me is worth it because I make a lot of money off of it, okay? I do what I do. I deal with what I deal with. At least I make money. You're doing this shit for free? You mean to tell me everything you've gone through in this last year was for fucking free? Your family's all over the internet for free? You're doing this shit for free? They could never be me. Nope.
For free, but they didn't pay me. They gave me free stuff. And with the small businesses, I do not charge small businesses. They ask me, hey, what's your fee? I don't have a fee. Send me what you want. I'll talk about it. I'll do what I can. And I am honest with them. Like, if you really want traction on your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever, let's do a giveaway. And people can buy your product. And then I've Muy Roseo Boutique has covered the shipping, I think more than once. But all the small businesses, I pay for shipping. So they send me the products, I do the giveaway, then I have paid for shipping out of my pocket. So for you to sit there and be like, she gets free stuff and she gets sponsored, she says, no, I don't.
You're doing this so backwards, Julia. You need some help.
Small businesses, whether people want to believe it or not. And for you to be like, I just get free stuff. I don't want the free stuff. I want to help small business because I have the platform to do it. The GoFundMes, I try to share as many as I can because.
But we know you don't share the real GoFundMe you should be sharing, right? You didn't share the victims the victims' families GoFundMe that your brother murdered. Why didn't you share that one, Julia? You have yet to address why you didn't share that one.
People are in need. That's it. It doesn't cost anything to share something. I don't get paid for that.
Exactly.
So. It's just...
What did it cost you?
It's fucking crazy.
Did it cost you anything to offer condolences? Did it cost you anything to share it? To say, hey, let me put my pride aside and this is the right thing to do for this family. The least I could do as a sister of the murderer? No? Okay, crazy. Just me then.
I mean, if they want to cut ties with you, that's perfect. Disappear and don't look for them again. I mean, if you need to set back from us, we will be here when you come back. No, like, I'm gonna keep it pushing, honestly. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, it is what it is. I feel like I've been real on here. I've never painted the perfect picture of me or my marriage. I've kept it too real. And as many times as all this shit has happened with Bob and like the whole Yesenia and like this and that, like I've still gone live and I've still showed up.
Shut up. You went MIA for like 3 weeks. You took a longer leave of absence than when your mama passed away when this shit came out. Do not make it seem like you kept it pushing because you were fucking hiding. And the only reason you came out of your hiding was because Candace and your friends were getting exposed too. Okay? Like I said, you didn't even take a break when your mama passed. You were on here fighting me when your mama passed. You were on here looking for sympathy and making it seem like I was coming for your mama when your mama passed. The only time you have ever left the internet is when I made you leave. The only time you have ever stepped away is when I scared you into hiding. And that's a fact, because you were gone for a good 3 weeks, fucking silent. Silent, okay? What you're not going to do is make us think you've been pushing, like, no. You was MIA. You took a leave of absence.
I mean, like, I'm not going to let people run me off. That's just me, because I didn't do anything. Like, literally, como dice el pinche dicho.
You're still going to say you didn't do anything? Really? Are we back there, Julia? Holy shit.
Que nada, I don't even know, but, like, I haven't done anything, and I know that. And that's why I continue to do what I do, and that's why I'm over it.
You're not
but
over it.
My sister doing this just opened a whole new fucking can of worms, and, like, there's going to be a live later. Bob's going to dissect that whole live, because I know their recast recorded it for her, and they're going to play it. And it's embarrassing. There you go.
Then why
I haven't
scared?
done anything. And
si no debes nada, why are you scared about people pulling up on you? El que nada debe, nada teme. So, listen. When y'all did that shit with the cartel, I knew. Although it made me nervous because it's the cartel, I knew. I haven't done anybody wrong out here. I haven't scammed anybody like they're saying. I'm not ripping nobody off. I'm actually doing the opposite. I'm helping my community. Okay? That is where I stand. I stood strong. So, if you didn't do anything, why were you scared talking about, oh, I'm gonna thug it out, I gotta worry about people slashing my tires, I gotta worry about Jaco, I gotta worry about this and that, people pulling up, because you fucking know you have a guilty ass conscience. That's why.
like, I know that, and I know that people know that. But like now it's something all my family's gonna be is on Scam's live, on her lives, on the thumbnails. Like, my sister doesn't even know what the fuck she's done. And
I spared your sister because you made this comment, and I want you to make sure that only you. I want you to get the heat that you deserve. Not your sister, not your friends, not your family. I made examples out of all of them, and if I had to, I would continue to, but I don't have to because I proved my point. This isn't about me coming after your whole family like you came after mine. This is about me exposing you. That's why you're on the thumbnails, and you know what I mean, like. You really are making it out to be like, oh, you know, now they're going to do this. No. People are just saying the truth about you. And the truth shouldn't get you this upset. If you have a problem with the truth coming to light, you shouldn't have done what you did. If you don't want people talking about what a shitty person you are, you shouldn't do shitty things. And if you really had that energy of, I said what I said, I did what I did, you wouldn't be on here fucking crying about it like you are.
Not only that, I have tried so hard to not do stupid shit, like, involving my family because of my nieces and nephews. My sister is a fucking mom. I don't think you understand who you're getting into bed with. I don't think you understand what's going on. So, pray for me, besties.
I don't think you understood who you were getting into bed with when you came for me, okay? You know what's funny is I've replayed some of your lives from last year when you had completely different energy. She met her fucking match. She thought Little Miss Utah was going to run off Miss Texas. I don't fucking think so. They thought this big girl was going to get in the corner. Where is that energy? I remember your energy last year when the roles were reversed. And here's the difference between you and I is that I was quiet. Okay? And you were loud. You were very, very loud when y'all were stepping all over me, when you had multiple women ganging up on me, when you had hundreds and thousands of people bullying me in my lives, when you had my address dropped everywhere, when you were exposing my kids. You were having a great time. You were laughing. You were creating content. You were dropping YouTube channels. You were getting algorithm. You were getting likes. You were getting views. Y'all were having a fucking ball. Where is that energy? Where is that? I'm windmilling that hoe. Where is all that energy? Honestly, I have so many clips where I could play to make you look like the biggest pussy that you're being right now. But everybody already knows. everybody that's watching this has probably been following this for the last year and can see what a drastic change once it happens to you. There's a live that Recaps recently showed me where she was like, they ain't gonna come for me. I don't even have a fucking parking ticket. Bitch, you don't even own a fucking car. Of course you don't have a parking ticket. But your whole family is fucking felons. You know, I didn't know about Nikki's background until Nikki talked about it on her live. Nikki is legally a thief as well, right? She had some shoplifting charges. She went to jail. I don't fucking know. She explained it on her live. I didn't know about that till Nikki talked about it. I didn't care to go looking. But the fact that you have a family full of felons, one of them being a thief, the one thing that you have dragged me for being a scammer and a thief, and you have that in your family. That is why I'm bothered, because you're a fucking hypocrite. I'm not bashing Nikki for the fact that she stole or she has a record. I am bashing your brothers because they're a piece of shit for what they did, okay? I also wasn't bashing Fidel. My point in all of this is that you guys came for me so fucking hard for things that I had shared openly. And look at the things that you were hiding from your audience. You have not been real. You have not kept it 100. You have not been too real. You have not been transparent. You have lied about things that would make you look, that would put you in a different light. You have lied. You have concealed things that would point out your hypocrisy towards the things that you've judged me for. All of you. All of you.
I'm fun for my life. Girl, you know, even if you did, why is she such a hater? She should be having me, seriously. Yeah. At the end of the day, all the exposing receipts, whatever, honestly has nothing to do with us. Nothing of why I follow and call you a bestie. Yeah. It's so much hate. It's so much ridiculousness that's like, and the whole thing, I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. They're like, dang, even Julia's niece is hater. And I'm just like, when does it end? But I'm gonna
honestly, I used to think that. When does it end, Julia? It ends when you stop, because you started it.
I'm gonna, like, at the end of the day, I know what I have, I know what I don't. I'm pretty sure I can protect myself. I have the tools to. As far as like moving or anything, I mean, I don't know if people are actually gonna pull up and do something for a random person on the internet, but you just never fucking know. But if that day comes, all I can do is fight, windmill, sakami pew pew, and hope for the best. Honestly, like literally, honestly, all I can do is defend myself and whatever.
Not you indirectly threatening people with a gun. Like I said, Julia, we know your family's trigger happy. You don't have any need of coming out here to say, if you pull up on me, I'm gonna shoot you. We know. But also, I'm not you, okay? I'm not out here enlisting people to physically hurt you. I'm out here just exposing what you did. And you're turning that into, people are out to get me, they're gonna pull up on me. No. Remember how you guys literally found little details, little clues, and you finally pieced together my home address, and then you put it in the bio of all these fake accounts? You didn't see me jump on here fucking crying, oh, hopefully nobody pulls up on me. I had to thug it out with 5 kids in tow. I had to thug it out alone, right? Because sometimes I am alone. There was a point in time where Walter was with me, but for the most part, I'm by myself. I'm by myself now. I live alone with my 5 children in Mexico. And you guys made sure that I live here with that constant thought in the back of my head, because you guys made sure to put an X on my back. To this day, regardless of the fact that I've been vindicated and this has came out to light, these rumors will stick with me through the life of my content. There's still people talking about the fake cups. There's still people calling me a scammer. There's still people saying everything that Julia put out there will forever be on the internet. But guess what, Julia? Now, everything that's also been put out there will forever follow you. And I told Recaps the same thing. You know, Recaps, you have the advantage that you will eventually fall off the internet and go back to your regular life. Julia will be anchored to all of this. Everything that she did. I literally saw a comment the other day on a video. It was like a fake account of some video about Julia, and somebody was like, is that the girl that tried to get the cartel on another girl in Mexico? That's literally what people are going to remember you as now. And I love that for us, because you did that, okay? You did that. So people will forever remember me as a scammer that sells fake cups, whatever. all the other shit that you put out there on the internet that will stay out there forever. But people will now also remember you as the pathological liar, the fucking bully that was at the head of this hate campaign, the jealous fat girl, the girl that tried to get the cartel on someone in Mexico. All those things will stick with you forever. And I love that because you deserve that more than anybody. Because you did it to me, unprovoked, and now you're getting it back naturally as a consequences of your shitty actions.
You know, fuck it. Lo que va a pasar, va a pasar. Are you talking about people possibly slashing each other, jumping? Please be careful. Yeah, no, I don't want to live in a world of fear. Like, lo que va a pasar, va a pasar. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have no control over destiny, and si es el destino, pues ni modo. But, you know, I'm going to give them a run for my money. This should have stayed private. None of this should have gone on social media. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree, but that's why I left it at that. Like, I knew she was live, and I knew people were gonna go over there, that's why I was like, please don't talk about my sister. Please don't bully her. Please don't harass her. Please don't talk about my nieces and nephews, and leave it at that. Like, I'm not publicly gonna say anything. This is just a bestie live, and I'm explaining to you guys the points that, like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just a fucking person hating on somebody with a hole in her shirt, or that I didn't reach out to my sister in like a difficult time, or that I talked about my nieces, or, you know, that, like, I said all this bullshit. Like, I feel like I owe y'all an explanation, because not addressing it isn't going to help either when it comes to...
You know what I think is interesting, Julia? You also owe these same people explanation for all the receipts, but you haven't given that to them at all.
Sister. Because even I would be like, what the fuck? Your own sister's out here talking about you? Like, it's crazy. Because for all this ain't my real life, I can't imagine sitting on a hate page talking shit. But see, it all gets better. Yeah, it will. It will. I agree. No one should be mean to anyone that's a 20-year sister. Yeah, and it's just like, that's why I'm not bashing her. I'm not talking.
Honestly, this live is an hour and 43 minutes long. I am not going to watch the entire thing. I'm actually already kind of over it. Let me skip through.
The fact that she keeps throwing money in your face is tacky and classless. Yeah. Never do that shit. Never. But I have confided in her with so much shit. And so, like, if she wants to, she can potentially put everything out there. But it's nothing that I already haven't fucking
she could ruin you.
Said. You know what I mean? So you can't use something against somebody who's...
The sister could literally end you. And no, you haven't been truthful about everything.
Been honest from the get-go. So, thank goodness for that. Thank goodness that she's not out here trying to, like, expose me with my husband or anything like that. I'm like, oh, did y'all know that she was at my house 2 times? You know what I mean? Like, thank goodness.
Hey, Nikki, give us the real tea. We want the real tea about when Julie got kicked out of the apartment and she had to go stay with you. So that's why she's nervous about Nikki, because Nikki has a lot of dirt on her, which we don't really care about, but it is Cheeseman, where if Nikki wanted to hop on here and spill her shit, she could. Particularly about her and Jacobo, which is what everybody seems to be digging at, because she paints her and Jacobo to be like this perfect couple. She is never publicly mentioned on TikTok or maybe YouTube, I don't know, but on TikTok, you go to TikTok, and which is where she's built her platform, you know, off of her and Jacobo. Nowhere on there does it say they've split up twice or that he's kicked her out. He's painted as this perfect husband, right? Which I skipped over the parts in one of the video where she talks about his DUI and how immigration got him. You don't ever share any of that shit. And that is why you're nervous about your sister, because she has a lot of, and you're probably your nieces and nephews, which some of them are of age to probably come on here and talk some shit about you and Jacobo.
Best Eagle Life for hours and 10. If we give you money, it's basically a tip for your game tip. Thank you, Bestie. Definitely better to distance yourself, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get to a better place eventually. Right now, it's just all very much fresh. Bessie, I thought your life was a diamond.
This is boring. Like I said, I don't want to watch.
But yeah, I honestly don't think my brother-in-law gives a fuck. I think to men, women drama is just fucking petty and ridiculous. I don't think they care. I'm not sure if you already addressed this, but her saying you're just like your mom is saying you're just like your mom and insult we are all like our parents somehow. I didn't understand that either. She said that I'm just like my mom. I guess I'm crazy. I don't know. But I'm not going to speak on that, actually. I mean, I think she meant it as an insult. I don't know. I didn't take it as an insult because I know that I'm not fucking crazy, and I know that like I'm not just out here imagining things. You know what I mean? I think it was just to discredit me, but I don't know. That's how she feels. That's how she feels. I showed Bessie because she said she was from Washington. I think you're way more responsible, but you're probably the scapegoat and labeled black sheep, but you're a good person. I mean, you're always gonna be the villain in somebody's story, right? So I guess that's just they're trying to gasp you. Yeah,
Except for you're the villain in everybody's story, though, Julia. So that doesn't apply to you. It's one thing to be the villain in someone's story, but you are the villain in everyone's fucking story. So I don't know. I'm calling me crazy, but they might be onto something. You might actually be fucking Ursula after all.
I mean, it probably was. I don't know if it was made as an insult or what she was trying to prove, but like I didn't feel like that. Like I was like, oh, okay. I know I'm not that. I know I'm not fucking crazy. I know I'm not doing shit like that. But okay. And another thing too, it's just like I don't want to put allegations out there because realistically,
that's all you fucking do. Isn't your YouTube channel literally titled "Everything in here is only alleged for entertainment purposes"? You fucking love putting allegations out there. Be for real.
She said so herself, right? That recaps gave her money. The thing here is, I don't know how far that relationship's gonna go. Like, I don't know how far it's gonna go. I guess as long as somebody's making money and somebody's giving money, I don't know. Bessie, don't say too much because yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not. That's why, like, when asking about my brother-in-law, I don't think he cares. I don't think Jacobo for sure would never tell him anything disrespectful or anything. Like, he would just tell him like it's not our business. At the end of the day, they're sisters. We just happen to be the husbands. And
so
like I said, me and my sister have fallen out a couple of times, many times before actually, and they've never ever like gotten into it because it doesn't have anything to do with them. There was a time where I didn't talk to my sister for like almost a year, and Jacobo would see my brother-in-law and he would tell him hi, and there's no animosity or nothing like that because at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with them. She said she distances herself because you were very negative and whatnot. Did she ever talk to you about that and her not wanting to be negative anymore?
Okay, I'm kind of over it. Okay, it's boring now. You really could have done this entire live in like 30 minutes, but this is really what it was. It's just her victimizing herself, crying about it. Poor me. Everyone's out to get me. I can't believe my sister did this to me. Blah, 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 blah. The full live is available for replay on my Patreon. Julia, good luck getting filing a copyright on that one, and good luck with this one because I'm sure she'll file her copyright. So that's it, besties. That was too much of Julia. It was like an hour of Julia. You guys can drop your questions, your comments. But this is it. I wanted this to be the closing statements because I think this brings everything into full circle, right? My job here is done. I have made my point. I have shown what's actually happened. Her family has shown what's happened. Her friends, her ex-friends have shown what has happened. Everybody gets it now. And those that don't get it, don't want to get it. And I don't know. I'm tired of it too. It's getting really messy. Listen, one thing I'm not about to do, those of you that have been like freaking out on Reddit, I'm not here to referee what's going on between Recaps and Julia, okay? They are both each other's karma to an extent, okay? Because you guys remember, Recaps was a part of this. And Recaps had bad judgment calls as to who she trusted, what she trusted her with, and she did a lot of shit for Julia. Recaps was literally a big tool in this hate campaign. So they're now going back and forth with each other on Reddit. You guys have seen some of it. And I'm not here to referee these bitches and say what happens, what doesn't. When I took over Julia's Reddit page, I literally said, this is a free-for-all, okay? Julia has not shown any boundaries for anybody's family or children. Do not come here asking me for mercy because I don't have it for her. Especially when at this point in time, she still can't even take accountability. She's still gaslighting everybody. She's still lying to everybody. That's fine. Okay? Do not ask for mercy on my part. After everything you have done, continue to do to me and to everybody else, including recaps, including your sister, including my mods, including my followers. You have gaslit all of us for what, 4-6 weeks now? Okay? And so whatever happens to Julia, whatever is leaked about Julia, I'm not here to, cover it up because this is not appropriate. I don't give a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck when it was my kids on that Reddit page that was posted by Julia. Nobody gave a fuck when my family members were dragged into Julia's content. Nobody gave a fuck when my mother was all over these fake pages. When my sisters were all over these fake pages. Nobody blinked an eye. And back then, everybody was having a good time, okay? And now the rules are reversed. And now, Annie, how could you do this? I don't give a fuck, okay, what people do to Julia. Because at the end of the day, she doesn't give a fuck what she did to me and my kids and continues to do. Everything she took from me and my kids, okay? An apology could not rectify it. Accountability would be a start, but we know she's not capable of it. And just like she says, I stand where I stand, so do fucking I, okay? So whatever is happening on Reddit is gonna happen. Don't tell me to be above it. No, I'm the head of that page as a symbol, okay? That symbolizes where I stand at the end of this, because you spent an entire year running this and you were at the head of it. Okay, now I'm at the head of your snark page, which honestly is nothing compared to what she did for a year. But don't expect mercy from me. However, I will stand by what I said earlier in this live, where Julia, if you have a problem with anything that's posted on your snark page, you can message me directly and I will consider the removal. But other than that, it's a fucking free-for-all. Okay, because none of you had any mercy for me or my kids. And a lot of this is coming from the angry mother in me. Because you guys threw my kids out there. You guys are still throwing my kids out there. I've seen it. You guys are still subscribing to my Patreon to see what information you can use on me. And you guys are going to continue doing it, and that's okay. I've had a year to build some tolerance to it. Okay, I've had a year to learn how to maneuver my content around it, how to deal with it, how to cope with it. You clearly haven't. You're barely getting a dose of what you put out, and you're fucking crumbling. You are not doing well with it. But now you see what you made me endure, what you made my mods endure, what you made their families endure, what you made my children endure, and everything that's happening to you. It's a natural consequence. I didn't tell Recap to do any of this. I didn't tell your sister. I haven't even spoken to your sister. These are things that are happening as a natural consequences of your actions, okay? You have lost friends. You have lost family members. And for you to not realize you're the problem, get some fucking help, okay? Because this all started with you, not with me. That's all I have, besties. That's all I have. I'm not going to tell you guys this is the last time I'm going to address it, because it's probably not, okay? I'm going to talk about this as long as I need to talk about this. I'm going to use it for content as long as I need to use it for content, whether it's bullying awareness or funny shit or cheeseman, whatever, okay? I'm tired too. It's getting messy and it's getting ugly and it's getting dark. But I'm not going to tell you, I'm about to check out because it's messy now. No. I knew what this was. I've made conscious decisions as well to take over her snark page, to be public with this, to show everything that I've shown. So I know naturally that's going to garner me some hate here and there. I'm ready for it, because one thing about you, Julia, is you prepared me for all of this with everything that you did and the multiple women. And if you think you feel the pressure from this snark page, it's a third, an eighth of what you guys placed on my shoulders for an entire year now and counting, because you guys are still doing it and you know that. I think it's completely disgusting to see you do it to one of your followers now. What you have done to recaps, and I haven't even showed it because it has nothing to do with me, right? But you have leaked audios of things that she confided in you with her family. You have leaked pictures of her family. You have leaked details of her family. You hosted a live reading out the messages between her husband and his side piece. Those are things she confided in you. Like, she confided in you with a lot of things. And the things that she shared about you with me and to the world had to do with the hate campaign. She's not out here, well, maybe now she is, but initially she wasn't So you reacted to her exposing the truth by attacking her family, her marriage, her looks, her body. And that's exactly what you guys did to me. So if people can't see the pattern in this, I don't know what to tell you guys. Me and Recaps will not be the last woman that she does this to. This is literally a big bully, okay? This is somebody that gets a kick out of sitting in the corner and judging people about their holes in their shirt or their man or her body's not that nice, or that is literally what Julia is. And I do feel accomplished because she can no longer do it in public comfortably like she did last year. We did that together, okay? Now she has to sit in a corner quietly with whatever people pay to hear it. And I'll say it again, these are not people that are paying to support you. These are people that are paying just to hear Cheeseman. There's a big difference. There's a big difference, which is why you don't monetize, because you don't have actual supporters. You have people that support you in attacking others because they also get off on it. The people that supported you in your hate campaign didn't actually support you. They were supporting you attacking me because they didn't like me. There's literally people that sided with you just for the fact that you didn't like me. You built friendships and bonds over not liking me, and look how quick they fell out. Okay? And it's not one, it's not two, it's multiple. We haven't shared the third of what actually went on. Okay? If you guys think what I've shared is a lot, I have shared like a tiny fraction of what actually happened behind closed doors. And imagine all the receipts that we don't have, we never got, and we're never gonna get. A lot more happened than we know. There's a missing poster. When are you going to stop this content? Whenever I feel like it. And if it's not for you, don't watch it. But here's the thing. When you guys watch this content, that tells me to make more of it. Okay? So when you guys stop listening to me nagging about this is probably when I'll stop making it, to be frank. Okay? But honestly, you guys do this to me every time I'm talking about something. You guys did it. You do it with my deportation story. You do it with my TV. You do it with any time I'm talking about something and you don't like it. When are you going to stop? Whenever I fucking feel like it. And if you don't like it, go find another content creator that you can entertain yourself with. Like Julia. She seems to be kind of entertaining lately. I'll stop when I feel like it, when I'm done with it, when I'm tired of it. And you know, I'm not there yet. And honestly, y'all keep putting out these types of lives, Julia and Nikki, and I'm not going to stop anytime soon. Okay? I suggest you just fall off the internet. I really do. And I know that you won't because your pride, you know, you don't want to bow down to a skinny bitch. But honestly, I don't know about you, but I feel like the skinny bitch actually got you in a checkmate. That's just me though. So anyway, that's all, besties. This was longer than I anticipated, but there was a, you know, part A, B, and C with her live, with Nikki's live, then her live again. And then I had to give my closing statements. As far as Reddit, like I said, although I'm the head of that page, there's 4 to 5 other people with full access and permissions. If they wanted to boot me off as a mob, they could, okay? There is 5 people with equal permissions to run her snark page, and I'm not changing that. I am literally at the top of her page just as a symbol, okay? I have many other platforms that I actually monetize on that are my priority. So if and when shit gets posted on there and you guys are freaking out because why is this still up? Because I don't give a fuck. That's why, okay? Moderating her snark page is not my concern. It's not my priority. I took it over to prove a point, to give her a mini panic attack, and as a symbol, right? You were the head of my hate campaign, and now I'm the head of your snark page. And I don't even think we're even, but close. Right? It puts me a little closer to being even with all the fuckery that you guys did to me. But don't be fucking like, oh, why is this down? Why is this not? Where's Annie? Because Annie's off making money, okay? Annie's off either fucking raffling, selling my nudes, running Patreon, YouTube, something. Annie's, if you're ever wondering, why hasn't she responded? Because I'm probably fucking doing something that's actually making me money. I ain't doing this shit for free. This live also wasn't for free. I considered, should I go live on TikTok or go live on YouTube? YouTube, because I'm actually going to get paid for it, okay? Other than that, con eso me retiro lentamente. Tomorrow, we have our raffle scheduled. I'm going to probably jump off and maybe jump back onto TikTok. I don't fucking know yet, okay? And yes, this will be available for replay. And that's all I got, besties. I will catch you guys either tomorrow. I don't know. I might be feeling lucky and jump on TikTok later. I haven't been very active over there. I'm just kind of getting back to real life, all right? And there was just so many things that I needed to address because then they're going to pile up and then, you know, it's going to get messy. So thank you for coming to my court session. Again, it will be available for replay. We look forward to seeing you on our next live or in our next raffle entry. And yeah, goodbye, besties. No raffle. So the raffle is scheduled for tomorrow, but you can enter between now and tomorrow. If you enter before tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Central Time, you will be on the mystery bonus wheel. And I'm going to take a little break, go get the kids ready for bed, and get some dinner, and then maybe I'll jump back on. So there we go. We'll see you guys in a bit.